All right, howdy ho, good neighbors. How is everybody doing this fine Thursday? Bull and Fool coming at you. Thought I'd do something a little bit different and fun today. So this is the first time that I've opened up the Ultimate Wizard. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to get rid of... I'm going to try to get rid of the last of the Thunder Plug. And I'm just opening this box pretty much for the first time and looking at it. So this one you have to, for the resin, this is the resin pump and the hardener pump. So you have to put the string or the spring into the resin pump just so it fits in the box. It doesn't come like this. So that's the only thing I had to do right now. I didn't want to be struggling with that on the stream, doing live. So, all right. So before we dive into that, I want to talk about a few things. Let some people join in. How's everybody's Thursday going? The drink of tonight is a Corona non-alcoholic. I used to love Coronas when I drank, and sometimes if I'm given this, I have to look at it like, is that actually non-alcoholic? Because it tastes exactly the same. The only thing missing is a lime. All right. Let me put my readers on. So it's a little bit cold out in the garage. I've got a bowl of steaming hot water right there that I'm going to put the plug material in. So I'm letting it cool down a little bit. And it is about 60 degrees in the garage. So I want to keep that a little bit warm. If you're doing any kind of plug material or plug into bowling balls, you definitely want to get this a little bit warm. The colder it is, the longer it's going to take to cure. I'm in no rush. This is not a fast cure stuff that I got. This is like an overnight hardener or overnight cure, sorry. And I haven't delved into the quick plug stuff yet. So, and I don't know if I am. I don't work at a pro shop. I'm not where I have to pump these balls out really quick for customers. It's pretty much just the balls that I am plugging up. So we'll see how this stuff works. So what I'm going to do today is I have two bowling balls here. And these are the 16 pounds, right? So these are the balls. I've been getting a lot of balls lately. And so I got to make room, right, for the new balls and get rid of the old ones. So these are my 16-pound balls. I bought this one for $57. This was my very first 16-pound ball that I got. It's a Brunswick Beyond Infinity. You can see that. I probably have maybe 10 to 15 games on this thing. And I got 16 pounds just to try it out, just because it was $57. I said, what the hell? And see if I liked it. And the whole goal for this was to see if I'd actually roll it. I'd roll it slower and I wouldn't huck the ball down the lane. Well, I still kind of huck it. So these just kind of sit in my bag and don't get any love. So I'm just going to plug these up and sell them. I actually sold my Deviate Wicked Collision, the 16-pound one, yesterday. Sold that for $40. That thing had like 10 games on it. So, by the way, if anybody wants to buy these, I'm selling them for $40 local, if you're local to Napa area or the North Bay, or $50 shipping. But I'm going to plug this up on the stream tonight. And if you guys are new to plugging, hopefully I can help you out with how to do it. And all we're going to do is drill these out. We're going to drill out the Jopo. We're going to drill out the fingers and get it, just do the prep work tonight and then fill up the thumb hole maybe 3/4 of the way with just clear epoxy. We're not going to do any kind of color mixing or anything like that tonight, but it's just the first stage of it. There's a couple stages when you do plug balls, what you have to do in order of things. So let me get to the comments. Thanks for joining, everybody. If you want to do me a favor, smash the like button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. This is the kind of stuff I do on my channel. So I do DIY bowling ball stuff. I drill my own bowling balls. I do plug stuff like we're going to do tonight. I've got a couple other videos of doing plugs. And I also tell you guys the awesome deals out there for bowling balls, for like discounted balls. If you saw the video I got the other day, I got the 900 Global Origin for $129. And when I bought it on eBay. If you haven't watched that video, check it out. So there's a guy on eBay. He owns a pro shop out in Iowa, and he has a site on eBay. He sells some of his balls there too. When I bought it, there was 5 sold, and it said, on the bottom it said 10 remaining. And today I checked, he's sold 29 so far. So I don't know if I helped out in any way or anything like that, but I think the guy maybe has a couple left. If you guys want to get a 900 Global Origin, 15 pound that is, he has pretty much every weight, it says. It looks like from 12 to 16 pounds. Pretty good ball, by the way. And yeah, so he sold those pretty fast. I knew those was going to go pretty fast. I knew a couple of you guys were emailing me and messaging me like, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, if you're on the fence about that, they will sell fast. I think the secret's out. There's like 60 people watching the auction. It's not really an auction. It's just kind of like a buy it now deal until they're all sold out. But I think this guy just got a bunch of stock and decided to get rid of them all. So if you missed your opportunity to get a Global Origin, now's your time. Now's your chance. All right, Nick, what's up, brother? Lumpy, good evening. X-Mid, what's up, big dog? Caught 2 streams in a row. Let's go. Nice. Hell yeah. Billy M, what's up? Matthew, great. Hell yeah. Lumpy, 44, watching college football on the big screen and this on the phone. Right on. Oh, no. I streamed during college football. Probably not the smartest idea. Oh, well. Steve Suter, what's up, my friend? So, Steve Suter, I did a favor for you. There are no commercials on this live stream. So if you're watching this live, I promise you there will be no commercials during this live stream. I do find that kind of annoying. But if you're going to watch it after the fact, there'll be commercials. Sorry about that if you're watching it after the fact. I got to make a little bit of money. But I know it's kind of annoying when we're doing a live stream that you get commercials. So I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight, maybe 2 hours or so, give or take. But hopefully you guys stick with me the whole stream. It'd be awesome. Love having you guys on here. Matthew, just got my Viking I won in the mail yesterday. Damn, that took a while. Holy moly. And I suspect you haven't drilled it up yet, right? I'm going to turn and face the camera here. All right, let's lower this camera here, or iPad. Yeah, so the Viking was the Global Origin. It took the place of the Global Origin, I do believe. I don't know how different it is, but I think it's pretty similar. I guess the Global Origin wasn't selling that much at the end, but it seemed like everybody at the local alleys, everybody had a Global Origin. A lot of people got them for their, a couple of people on our league got them as the free ball, like they did the summer free ball league. And hi, Bobber. And then they chose that ball. So there's a bunch of people in the Napa League I know that got it, but it's kind of surprising they discontinued it because I thought it was a top seller. And like I said, when it got discontinued, it just sold out really quick. And I was on the fence about it when it got discontinued. And every website jacked the price up to like 180 and 200. So you can find them for $200. They'll probably still be around for $200, but I don't know if you want to pay that price still for a discontinued ball. You can find better deals out there. And I wasn't about to pay $200, but as soon as I saw it for the Broski got it for 130, I think over a month or so ago. And he got the last one. I forgot where he got it from, but he got the last one. And I was like, damn, I guess I just kind of lost my opportunity on that. And then lo and behold, eBay, I'm just kind of searching eBay and bam, 130. So hell yeah, pretty stoked on that. It is my second 900 Global ball next to the Zen. I don't really have too many SPI balls. If I get an SPI ball, I want it to be the best one or the best of that line or the most popular. And usually they roll pretty good for me. I haven't had too many SPI balls besides the rocks, or they haven't rolled, I don't really care for the rocks. I do like the phase 2. But off on that tangent. Let's see. Steve drove 17 to get home and bowl last night. Let's just say I sucked. 99 under average. Oh, damn. Yikes. That's not good, man. Did you take a big break during the holidays? Because I didn't. I think I might have bowled one time during practice in Napa. I think it was during the nighttime or something like that. Oh no, during the day, right after they had a morning league. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. But I pretty much stayed away from the bowling alley just because the big crowds during the holidays and a bunch of people that don't know lane courtesy and all this stuff. And I don't think a lot of the alleys around me are oiling the lanes, especially because there's no league. I think they kind of brought it down to maybe 1 or 2 times a week they're oiling the lanes. So I don't really like to go there when the lanes are scorched. I like to go there when they got some oil in the lanes. I want to get my money's worth. So I kind of took a little break. Sometimes we need a break every now and then. And believe it or not, when I got back, I bowled on Tuesday league. I bowled Tuesday and then yesterday. And I'm sore from the Tuesday league. I'm like, holy crap, from taking a 2-week break, I'm a little bit sore. So interesting. Matthew, let me know if you want to get rid of that Origin. Let me know. I'm going to keep that Origin for a while. I don't think I'm going to get rid of that. That was... I just bowled 3 games with it so far, and every game was like minimum 210, I think 235, and like a 215 or something were my games. Tuesday league, I struggled with my 10 pins. Oh shoot, I forgot to show you this. So if you're kind of wondering about this hat in the back here, John he's on our team in Paddock, and we get done with league, and he comes and brings me this. I thought this was pretty cool. So I'll wear this for you, John. I know you're watching, my friend. This is the Bowling Fool Jester hat. So I know the holidays are over, but I think I'll wear it for a little bit. Thank you, John. Appreciate that, brother. It's kind of got a bunch of bells and stuff. All right. Bowler's Paradise had a huge sale on the Hammer Effect, 129 with all the weights on there. Damn. Is that the original Hammer Effect? Aaron, hey, thanks. I don't know if I mentioned your name. Thanks for joining us, Aaron. Pleasure to see you again, my friend. I bought mine, sold out 20 minutes later after I tried to get one for my friend. Holy crap. Damn. Oh, shit. Steve Suter's 17-hour drive. Holy moly. Good God, man. That's pretty nuts, dude. That is a long drive. Holy moly. The longest drive I did was like 22 or 23 hours. When I got out of the Air Force, I took a U-Haul and I drove from South Carolina back to California. And I stopped in Texas. Once I stopped in Texas, I went from Texas to California nonstop. I wouldn't do that again. It was like 20 hours. I was drinking big, tall cups of coffee, blasting music. It was the wintertime. I had the windows down, and I was freezing my ass off trying to keep myself awake. That was not smart. I don't recommend that. Hopefully, Steve, you had some people switch out driving for you, and you didn't do the whole 17-hour drive yourself. Holy moly. Yeah, Nick, you're puking on the Origin, the Global Origin. Some people, I guess, didn't pair with it. You're one of the few that say you don't like it. And yeah, I think most reviews I saw, they loved it. By the way, if you're joining, this is a non-alcoholic Corona. I'm not getting messed up tonight. Don't worry. Steve at Matthew, he may have a boat anchor. I mean, an identity to give you. Yeah, actually, that's the one thing I'm going to get rid of too as well is I don't need 2 identities. They're both so similar. I don't know why the hell I was on a, I went kind of crazy when I saw the deal on eBay. I'm like, oh, $85. You know, I've been on this thing, $85. I pay like $20 shipping for an identity. And it's pretty much the same exact thing, man. I can't really tell the difference. So I'll probably get rid of the BCP identity, and I'll maybe I should get that out and plug that tonight. I've got it. I was going through when I did my stream the other day about all my whole bowling ball list and all that. Sorry, John, this thing's a little bit itchy. But thank you, John. I appreciate the gesture. So when I was going through that, rating all my balls and stuff, I'm like, man, I gotta get rid of some of these balls. So pretty much the balls in the bottom tier, like the Identities and the Chill Pearl, I'm gonna get rid of those too. But I'll do these first tonight. I'm not gonna go crazy tonight with a bunch of plug. It's gonna take forever. Yeah. Identity is not all that great. I mean, it's okay, but you roll for me, I have to keep the surface up or roll it really slow. It's weird because the Identity, like when I first rolled it, it shaped good for Napa, and then I brought it back and I brought it to League, and it was like, this ball did not hook at all. What the hell was going on here? So, and I rolled it pretty much the same speed. Sensitive to oil, I guess. I don't know. Matthew, not yet trying to decide on a layout for it. Okay, nice. Have a Hyperdrive Pearl. Ooh, I want to get one of those at 4x4x2 and want it to be a ball above. Nice. Lumpy, just pre-ordered the Widow today. Ooh, the Widow Dynasty, right? Yeah, cool. So let's talk about that, man. So yeah, if you guys seen the new balls that Brunswick or B7 came out with, so you got the Deviate Dark Side Curse. I'll pass on that. I had got the Dark Side. And I didn't really pair it with me. It's kind of too weak for me, for my style of bowling. You got the Hammerhead Pearl. It's pretty cool looking. It's got the, well, that's not the one with the HK22C squared, but that's just a Hammerhead Pearl. I don't think it's anything really special. It's a medium pearl. I got plenty of those. I don't need one of those. The 3.0 Solid Dynasty does look pretty good though. And I had a 3.0 I didn't really like, so I'm kind of curious on this to see the new HK22C cover stock, how it reacts, and hopefully it'll last a lot longer than the original 3.0. It's been a couple years since the 3.0 came out, so it's kind of surprising it took this long to come out with another solid. But pretty cool colors. I think the purple and black. I think Brunswick is trying to send a message with all these purple balls they're coming out with. It's like purple, 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 and then like Radical's got black, black, black. So I think they're sending a message like, you're not getting rid of the purple on us that quickly. We're gonna make it last. And then the Ebonite Spartan. Yeah, Ebonite Spartan, I guess, was a continuation of the Warrior line that was early 2000s, I think it was something like that, but that was before my time. So that ball looks pretty interesting. That has the HK22C squared, which looks pretty cool. Probably don't need that because I've got plenty of bigger balls. You know, if I get a surprise ball, I may possibly get a surprise ball on the 15th on release day from Bowling World. We'll see what I get. I've been looking at some of the Bowling World, and some of the people have been getting like what was that pearl ball? It was a Hammer Hazmat Pearl, which the person that got it and reviewed it really wanted it. So, but if I got that ball, I'd be like, yeah, kind of not a very popular ball. Real times, people getting real times, people getting Zero Mercy solids. They've been still giving out some pretty decent balls. A lot of Columbia 300 street rallies they're giving out. So, you know, always take a chance. You never know what you're going to get. It's pretty fun. I took the Hater Pearl to League. By the way, on Tuesday League for Paddock, I rolled the Zero Mercy solid game 1, and then game 2 and 3 Brutal Collision. Did pretty well. The Zero Mercy is working really good for me. Same with the Brutal Collision. Brutal Collision is a little bit more weaker down lane than the Zero Mercy. Like Zero Mercy had to kind of stop that halfway through game 2 because it was like way too strong. Holy moly. You want a strong ball, like look no further than the Zero Mercy solid. That ball is legit. Legit. And then yesterday to Napa, I brought the EXJ Jackal, and in practice, I'm like, whoa, this ball is way too strong. And so I brought the Hater Pearl along with that. I always bring a Pearl because I know that Pearls work in Napa because it's very high friction alley. And I didn't even bother with EXJ Jackal just because it was a beast already during practice. I'm like, this is way too much ball. But the Hater Pearl performed very well in Napa. I love the shape of that ball. If you don't have the Hater Pearl and you're looking for a really strong Pearl, I don't know how it relates to the Zero Mercy Pearl, but it's probably pretty close is my guess. Hater Pearl is legit strong. So very happy with that ball. Very happy that I got it as a surprise ball. The ball is pretty consistent. It's got that perfect hockey stick shape that I like. All right. Matthew laughing. Nick, there is no such thing as best ball. Different balls are great for different people. That's right. And there's also balls that are top sellers. just like the Evoke Hysteria. Yeah, what is the Evoke Hysteria? Top ball didn't work for me. But I get balls. What happens? I get balls. I put them on my radar, right? So, like, the beginning, whenever these new balls come out, I'll be okay. So, out of the 4 Brunswick balls that just came out or coming out on the 15th, the Spartan is one, and the Black Widow. Those are 2 balls I'll put on my radar, right? And I'll be looking for them. And if I don't get them as a surprise ball, I'll put them on my radar until maybe they get discontinued or become cheaper. I think the Spartan will probably last about a year. And then it'll probably get discontinued just because it's Ebonite, right? Nobody loves Ebonite. Everybody loves the hammer. So Black Widow Dynasty will be around for a long time, easily a couple years. I got, mark my words on that one. X-Mid, bowled my first night ever of League Tuesday. Damn, right on. Congratulations. Had a lot of fun. Heck yeah. Are you hooked? Are you going to join another league now? Steve, no bowling for 2 weeks after getting home from South Dakota, unpacked and went to league. Oh, shoot. Holy moly. You did all day driving, unpacked, and then went right to league? Damn, dude. I was so tired. Average 12.5 mile an hour at entry. That's 3.5 under my average. Well, yeah, that's what you get, man. Well, you see how the body works when you're exhausted. If I go to the alley starving, I do really crappy. I got to make sure I get a good meal and plenty of rest before I hit the alley, but yeah, get some rest, Steve Studer. Come back strong next time, man. Bisag. What's going on, everyone? What's up, my friend? Matthew, have them made and sell them. The hats. Yeah, John got that for me. He said he got it for me with a 75% off clearance sale, wherever he got it from. So thought that was pretty fitting for the bowling fool. Big Stack, great hat, right on. Larry, what's up, Larry? What happened? Everyone started league yesterday of a month and a half break. Glad to be back. Well, for sure. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Welcome back to league, everybody. All right. So the dog is woken up and chasing the cat. Is the dog up? Okay. So if you guys remember the dog from about a month ago stream, he's pretty much doubled in size, and maybe he comes out here. I'll show him to you guys.
He's very calm right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get him. I'll show him to you guys. Hold on one sec. I'm going to grab him. I'm going to carry him.
Big boy. Look at
Oh,
this big
yeah.
boy.
Let's see. Let's show you off here.
Hold it by his butt.
I got him.
Oh, big boy. Such a babe.
Okay. So look at this. Look at this boy right here. Is this guy the most handsome guy you've ever seen? He loves his daddy. Gives lots of smooches. This is Bodie. We love Bodie. He's been a good boy. And I'll let him go take a poo-poosh.
Come on, baby boy.
So the cat's been getting along a little bit better with the dog, but still kind of shows him who's boss around the house. I think it's pretty hilarious. It's pretty comical. Yeah. Okay. No, you're not going to be on camera. You're good. And the wife still. We haven't built the fence, so sorry. Haven't built the fence to do the Miss Wilson yet. So apologize, folks. Billy, I saw that the Origin EX went down to 119 in Buddies. That is correct. Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and tell you the deals. There's 2 places right now. So Gebhardt's and Buddies right now. So they offer killer deals on. I checked this morning, and killer deals on bowling balls right now. So Gebhardt's got some Criterion Hybrid. So I ended up buying the Criterion Hybrid. That should come in a couple days. If it doesn't come tomorrow, it'll probably come on either Saturday or Monday. I watched Luke's review on Track. He did the report card for Track, and a Criterion Hybrid's always been on my radar. And it just looks cool. I think it's one of the coolest looking balls. So I ended up getting one of those. Do I need it? Nah, but it's cool looking. And then the Cypher Pearl is $99. I think that kind of went under the radar. That got discontinued really quick. Some people really liked it. Some people didn't like it. So I think it's going to be maybe a little bit better than the Chill Pearl. Not many people gave the Chill Pearl a lot of love, but it kind of looks similar to the Chill Pearl in a way. And then the Criterion Solid is actually $129 too. So a lot of people told me don't mess with a hybrid, get the Solid. So maybe I'll get the Criterion Solid as well too. But the Criterion Hybrid, killer deals for under $130. If you use their promo code, which is winter for the month of January, you get $5 off. So I think it's $5 off. No, 5% off or something like that. So you'll save some more money on there. And then Buddies has a Troublemaker Solid. For that got down to 105. So if you just hold on a little bit, those balls that I think it was like 115 for the longest time. And then Troublemaker Solid was on my radar too as well. And it lowered down to 105 just a couple of days ago, I believe. And it's like, holy crap. And then Buddies put a whole buttload of balls. They lowered the price of their balls. And then, like you said, the Origin EX is $119. It was kind of like a horrible color, and I don't think it got a lot of love. I think the cover was a little bit weaker for a Solid. So it could be like a good burn ball possibly, or a good transition ball if I'm not mistaken. That one's probably going to be 900 Global's tough sell, and I could see that one probably going down to 105 or maybe under or 100. And because it just been, every single weight's been on sale for a long time. Nobody's buying those things whatsoever. Nick, let me know what you think of the Origin EX if you did get that one. I'm kind of curious. It's not on my radar. I don't think I'm going to get it, but another ball from Buddies, Crusher, is $85. They might be sold out. I think they're selling those pretty quick. Crusher Hybrid, the purple one's really good. It's got HK22C, $85 for an HK22C ball. And it rolls pretty good. I had the 14 and 16. Tempted to get the 15. The 14 rolled good for me. Another ball that's good too is that I would recommend to everybody that's $75 right now is the Rhino Pro. And Buddies, I think, does a promo code too as well. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's like save 5 now or something like that, or save 10 now, something like that. But if you go on Google and look it up, they'll probably tell you what it is. But the Rhino Ivory Pro for $75. If you don't have that, get it. It's an excellent burn ball. Shape's really good. It's a lot stronger than advertised. And it's been really good for me at League and Napa. Very, very strong ball. And if you know anything about the Rhinos, it's like a 2-piece core. So it's a 2-piece design. It's a thick shell. And it shapes pretty well for me. My PSO recommended it when it came out. I ended up getting it. I'm pretty satisfied with it. So I would highly recommend the Ivory Pro, Rhino Pro for $75. You cannot go wrong with that one. That one may sell pretty fast. I'll probably say in the next week or two, those will probably all be gone. But yeah, those were the deals I saw today. I don't check Bowler's Paradise. Bowler's Paradise, I have to pay tax, and I think they do free shipping though, but they add tax and stuff like that for me. Depending on what state you're in, you may have to pay tax for Gebhardt's Buddies. I don't pay tax, but let's see. Oh, another thing I want to do on this stream too is I'm going to do a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway in a while, so let's do a giveaway, and this one's going to be pretty easy, or it could be hard. So I want you guys out there to guess my favorite bowler of all time, PBA bowler of all time, right? I've got it written down in the middle of this pad. I've already written it down before the stream, so I cannot make it up on the fly. So put your guesses in. If there's a bunch of people that get it right, I'll put all your names in a wheel, and we'll spin a wheel at the end of the stream. And I'll send you a prize, nothing super crazy, but I'll send you out a good bowling-related prize. But yeah, guess my favorite PBA pro of all time. And if I'd be surprised if nobody gets it, but like I said, if one person gets it, you win. If numerous people get it, we'll put all your names into a wheel and we'll spin a wheel and pick a winner that way. So yeah, Billy, 119 on the Origin EX. Tori, league start tomorrow, thankfully. Wow, on a Friday, huh? Wow. I don't know how many people have a Friday league. Tori, that new Ebonite looks really good, the Spartan. Yeah. I think that's probably going to be one of Ebonite's, probably their top balls. Definitely their top balls. I think it goes for 190 right now. Tori, man, my 3.0 crapped out early. Yeah, my 3.0, garbage. Absolute garbage. I sold that. I bowled like 20 games and it crapped out. Lumpy, the 3.0, you had to take a 2000 pad to it about every 9 games. That's right, to get the lane shine off. And it was fine if you let it shine up. It was crap. Oh, yeah, when I let it shine up, I'm like, where's the hook for this thing? This thing was supposed to be a big hooking ball. So it was not the first ball with HK22, though. A lot of people, I think on the last stream, were saying, hey, it might have been the first ball with HK22, and it wasn't. It wasn't a hammer ball. I think it was like an Ebonite ball or if you Google it, it'll show you. I forgot which one it was. Nick, you sound like Forrest Gump. Mama always said life like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's right. Yeah, I get the surprise balls and let Bowling World do the decided for me. I'm the most indecisive person I know. So what do? I let Bowling World decide my fate in a surprise ball. Tori, Lumpy, I cleaned my 3.0, managed the surface constantly, oven to remove oil and detox things, still crapped out way early. Yeah, even when I sanded it, I did all that stuff too, and it was just like, this ball's garbage. It looks cool. But hopefully this new 3.0 Dynasty will be a nice replacement of the 3.0. I could see the 3.0 when they discontinue that probably be under $100. Nobody want that thing anymore. They got a lot of bad press. I'm surprised they're still selling that thing. Larry, I will not buy a ball that has a curse on it. Just saying, like a zigzag saw. Yeah, I know. It's funny the name of the Deviate Dark Side Curse. It was like, who was responsible for name? I love Deviate, but good God, man. Like, you named a ball, you put curse on the ball. Like, don't do that. I thought about that. I'm like, that's the dumbest name for a ball. You're gonna curse the bowler that bowls it. And then their advertising was like, curse the pins. That was their advertising, was curse the pins. Nah, not for me. Larry got a zigzag solid on bowlers were a roll of 190 out of the box with it last night. Nice. Yeah, they've been giving out a lot of those zigzag solids. I haven't yet to see anybody roll a zigzag solid in league near me or in open play. Nick, I don't match up with the high road or the phase 2. Wow, that's rare to not match up with a phase 2. Like even I match up with the phase 2. What the hell are you doing? So I match up with the phase 2 and I match up with the 16-pound high road. Love the high road 40. This is the only high road I have is a high road 40. Trevor, what's up? I already got my bowling balls last year. So much fun to bowl with. Nice. Nick, what's up, Jenna? I think she's in the kitchen. I don't know if you heard. Steve, Fleabag makes an appearance. You got it. Message retracted. Message retracted. What are you saying, Steve? You got to retract those messages? That hound is a couch tater. Huh. I've been walking. I'm walking like 2.5 miles. Yeah, he was yesterday trying to poop him out. Went up a hill and he's loving every minute of it. Yeah, he's not a couch tater. He is an active, very high strung. He's got part boxer in him, so he is high energy and got a lot of personality. So he gets all the best quality food, the best treatment. They're spoiled. We get him like a new toy every damn day. He's going to be my running partner once he gets over a year old. I can start running with him. It's going to be pretty fun. I can't wait. He does not know what is in store for him. Lumpy, Cypher Pearl is my burn ball. You like the Cypher Pearl? Because it's $99. I mean, shoot, it's not a bad ball. It's a Track. I mean, Track makes some pretty darn good balls. Nick, I didn't buy the Origin EX. The Rotogrip XL is very close. Okay, gotcha. Steve, Parker Bone. Okay. All right, let me get a pen here. I will write down who's got what guesses. All right, I see a few people still just joining in right now. So we're doing a giveaway at the end of the stream. Name my favorite PBA pro of all time. And I will Whoever gets it right, I'm gonna send you out a bowling related prize to you. If there's more than one people to get it right, we'll do a wheel spin. We'll pick a winner that way. Okay. All right, let's see. Steve says Parker Bone. Nick says Norm Duke. Bissag, Norm Duke, Lumpy, Pete Weber. Okay, Matthew, Pete Weber. I'm going to just write these names down. Okay. Derek Miller, what's up? Robert Smith. Ooh. I forgot about Robert Smith. He's a damn good bowler. Maybe it is. Maybe it is him.
Grass.
Huh?
We love the fresh cut grass.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, to see Derek Miller, Tori Casey, Walter Ray, Ken Kong. What's up? Mark Roth, Nick. Shannon, hi, Nick. Yeah, let's see. Big Mike, what's up? Chat and Bullfool. What's up, Big Mike? What's up, my brother? Nick, that's why I bought balls made in the USA. Let's see. Big Mike, almost didn't see you there, Bullfool Wifey. Nice to see you. Tori Casey. Big Mike says, almost didn't see you there, Bullfool Wifey. Nice to see you. She's in and out.
Hey, Big Mike.
She'll be coming in and out. She'll take care of the dog. The dog will, just woke up from a nap. Taking care of the doggo first. High maintenance that dog is, right? That puppy is right now. Tori Casey, the Widow 2.0 hybrid has HK22 and it holds up well. Yeah, Widow 2.0 hybrid is a damn good ball. I love that ball. And one of my teammate at Paddock, John, just got one. He rolled it first time in league Tuesday. And that ball was major hockey stick off the friction. He loves that ball. And it looks good. He looks good. It looks good rolling it for him too. It's pretty. I love that ball. The ball's so cool. Let's see. Okay. GT Ben, what's up, GT? Big Mike at Tori Casey. It really just a solid HK22 early balls that have the issues. Yeah, HK22 ball was. It wasn't a hammer ball. I forgot exactly which one it was. If you had that, let me know if that cover stock broke down as quickly as the 3.0 as well, too. All right. All right. Big Mike, Pete Weber, Trevor, what's up? Message retracted. GT Ben, Walter Ray, Crash Bang Rick, what's up? Mark Roth, Trevor, Pete Weber, Big Mike. The only two I know that I have the cover issues are both solid, and that's the 3.0 solid, outer limit solid. Outer limit solid. I wonder what kind of cover that is. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't had too many HK22s cover break down on me other than the 3.0. That one was just hideous. All right, so let's go ahead and start plugging some balls here. All right, so we're going to, I've got this bowl of warm water. Let's see, is it warm to the touch? Okay, there we go. I'm going to put a little bit more hot water in there. It kind of cooled down a little bit too much to my liking.
You got water?
Is there hot water in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want it like boiling?
No, I just need it hot here.
Look at how they get closer every day. Look at these two.
Woo, that's hot.
Look at these two.
Well, I got to drill the dang balls first. I got all excited with the dang plug stuff that I didn't even drill the dang holes yet. Okay, so 16-pound balls here. Let me get my, I think I'll move the camera over here so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay. Try my best to read the comments as we go here. Let's put this over here. I'll just put this down here for now. All right, so the first step we want to do, we want to get these inserts out, and I could still reuse these inserts because they are practically brand new. Let's see. All right, let me catch up here. Okay, G. Big Mike, it's supposed to be the same as the Black Widow 3.0. Oh, yikes. Outer limit solid, not good. Nick, I find it harder to sell fully plugged bowling balls than just selling them as is. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I kind of see the same thing too. I see a bunch of people selling used balls on eBay and they don't even have them plugged. But I'll plug them just to show you guys and stuff. I mean, the Deviate Wicked Collision that was it Wicked? I can't even remember what the heck it was. Yeah, Wicked Collision. I sold that one as is. So $40. I got a killer deal. Actually, sorry. Yeah, since I'm going to be plugging these, I think I'll do them for $50 because it just cost me a little bit more money and material and you're ready to go. So let's see. Want to get this? This is your insert removal tool. And the Broski's, his actually cracked on him. So I don't know if he's got the same brand that I do, but his broke on him right here. So you might want to be careful with these. They're about $35. Get some light on in here. Anybody have the Beyond Infinity? I don't think it was a super popular ball. But like I said, this is the 16 pound. And they just pop out like that. And the only thing is, it kind of takes a little bit off there. Not too much. Sometimes it takes the number off there and you can't read them. So if it takes the numbers off, just write the number down and put that aside. They're practically brand new and I can reuse those again. And this is why you don't use a lot of glue, folks. So I'm going to do the thumbs, and I'm going to do the thumbs tonight, just with the plug. I'm not going to fill it, like I said, I'm not going to fill it up all the way. I did a plug video a few months back, and I thought it was pretty funny because I use these leftover pieces, right? So I think it was you, Nick, that was telling me, or somebody telling me that all the leftover plug material that you use, you put it in this silicone ice tray right up here, and then you can fill these in. They act as like a rebar, right? As like a filler, so you don't use as much material. And on one of the videos, somebody had commented like, there's a younger guy out there that does that plug material. He does a way better job than you, and he doesn't have to use those bits. I was like, okay, cool story, man. I thought it was funny. And then I saw that. I know exactly the guy he was talking about. I forgot the guy's name, but he does a bunch of YouTube shorts about plugging bowling balls and like cool spare balls and stuff like that. And there was one video that he used the leftover bits. I thought it was pretty funny. People hate just to hate. I think it's quite comical. I'm surprised the Ebonite Crusher didn't get as much love as it should have got. This is a pretty good, I mean, like I said, the 14-pound ball is pretty good. I know that guy that was on that bowling YouTube show that comes out every Tuesday, Beat the Champ, Sam DeWitt. I think he's on Ebonite, and he was rolling the Purple Crusher. He's got a lot of 300s with this Purple Crusher. So I may just buy that. I may get the 15-pound. I'll keep the 14s around just for, you know, if I get injured or anything like that. If I start getting 15s start becoming a little bit too strong for me, I'll mess around with 14s here and there. But all right, let's try this bad boy out. My sound is breaking up. Okay, Larry Tripp says, West Malott, Nick, I use a small screwdriver, works fine for me. Yeah, you can do that too. Big Mike, I thought about buying it when it was on sale, but never pulled the trigger. Oh, the Beyond Infinity or the Crusher? Trevor says your sound is breaking up. You know what they say? Let's see, let's check the sound here. Oh, no. Is there no sound? No, don't tell me there's no sound. It's not even, there's no volume on my damn iPad. I can't even hear it. Weird. Nick, you know what they say, haters are going to hate. Yep. Tori, how's the hybrid crusher roll? The hybrid crusher roll is pretty good. Like I said, the 16, not so much, just because the diff and the RG are way off. Oh, you just restarted. Sound broke up. It just restarted. Okay, maybe I got to restart. Let me restart this, everybody, on my YouTube. The one I'm watching it on. YouTube. There we go. Okay, weird. Yeah, weird. I had to reset it on my phone. I streamed, for some reason, I was live streaming League last night to the wife so she could just watch me bowl because she's home sick. And it was not getting any sound for whatever reason. I had to reset my phone. And so I reset it and then it worked good. So I'm hopefully that sound doesn't mess up anymore. So apologize everybody. So Tori says, how's a hybrid crusher? So like I said, 16-pound, the diff's all off. It was either a lot of over and unders. That's why I'm getting rid of it. The 14 roll is really good. It's a very good ball for me being speed dominant. I think it would be really good for a balanced lefty. You know, only one way to know. You try it out. And I'm thinking about getting a 15 for sure. I'm guessing there's no way, Big Mike, I'm guessing there's no way to save the inner sleeves for your thumb. Yeah, that's the only bummer is when I drill these out, they're pretty much ruined. But these are I paid $9 for these at Gebhardt's when I buy them in bulk. So you buy 10 or more, the Jopo inners are not pretty much $9. So not a huge deal, but yeah, it does kind of like, oh man, they're only at $9, but oh well. I sold my Brunswick Hypnotize and I left this in, and the guy that bought it had Jopo, and his pitches were just a little bit off of what I had, so it ended up working for him. I think all he did was plug the fingers and kept the Jopo thumb. But more and more people having Jopo, but there's just too many different variances of everybody's pitch, right? So most of the time you're going to have to plug this up and re-drill it if you buy it with this too. But I enjoy plugging. This will be good practice for me, trying to match the colors. This is like a pearl. Actually, I think this is a hybrid, but it has a lot of pearl flakes, like sparkly pearl flakes, probably more pearl than anything on this one. And this one, I matched the 14 really good. So hopefully I can get this one to match as well. This purple is pretty easy to match. Yeah, so if the sound's breaking up on you guys, just reset, just redo it. I don't know what the heck went wrong with that. Emily, what's up? Any 15-pound balls available? Let's see. So I've got Emily, were you the one that got my ball yesterday? I think I had the same one. So like I said, the 15-pound ones that I'm going to probably getting rid of are the, if you want to write this down, the Storm Identity BCP. Okay. Be probably getting rid of that one. I'm keeping the original one. The Deviate Show Pearl. And I think that's about it for now as far as 15 pounds go. But I'm keeping the 16-pound Hyro just because that ball is legit for me. I love that ball. So I'll be keeping that one. Nick, why not live stream to everyone? I am live streaming to everyone. What are you talking about? Miss Emily, I think Boneful said the Storm Identity BCP. Yep. Tori, still loving that 70 Mantra Hybrid. Hell yeah. And I think they still got the Mantra Hybrid for sale. There might be like a few left. I'm surprised it's not all sold out yet. Emily, you know what? Yep, awesome. I'll take the Deviate. Okay, gotcha. I have yet to plug that one. Do you want me to plug it up for you, or do you want to buy it as is? Let me know. And that'll be next on the plugin. All right, so we're going to get this all set up here in the press. Let's see, Nick, I meant in league the other day, live streamed ever. No. You want to see me bowl on strings? I think once people saw me bowling on strings in Napa, they would probably be like, unsubscribe. We're not exactly highly entertaining either. We're just kind of, I don't know. We're not exactly, I wouldn't say we're super fun to watch, but plus I think if everybody was watching, it'd put the pressure on me and I'd probably mess up. I got my very first roll. Check this out, Steve. If you're still watching, Steve, the very first roll on game one, frame one, gutter ball. And then luckily I picked it up on my spare, but I'm like, what the hell? It just kind of slipped out of my hand. But yeah, that's how I started off league on game one yesterday, frame one. I thought that was pretty funny. Plug it, please. All right, you got it, Nick. I don't know the price on the Chill Pearl. Probably $50 plugged. So let me know if you still want it. Nick, yeah, why not? You would be surprised. Yeah. Yeah, I can, you know what? I think I'll ask. The thing is, like, people that are bowling don't really want to be on YouTube. So that's the only problem. Like, not many want to be like, don't film me. I don't want you filming me. And then you're putting that out in the public. So I try not to I don't want to piss anybody off. All right. So we're going to do this here. So I'm going to try this. So I've got, like I said, I've got these rods that I make. I sell these $50 a pop. Or the set of 3 for $1.4, I think I said. I know quite a bit of people buying these. So if you guys are watching and you bought one of these from me, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And let me know how it's working for you, if it's doing a lot quicker for you. This is all steel. This is a steel rod, and this has been machined steel. And what this is this replaces the razor blade when you go to line up your bit. All right, so we're going to try this. I usually line it up for when I'm drilling bowling balls. But we could try it for this too, because this kind of acts as like the Jopo centralizer is essentially like the same thing. And I didn't really have much luck with the Jopo centralizer, putting it in here to line up the ball. Because you got to do your pitches as well too. So I don't know, it's good when you're gluing the inner Jopo outers in, and it puts pressure up against her to keep the glue in there. But I think the centralizer is definitely an overpriced tool that is not needed. Like I said, I get a screwdriver. I get this screwdriver right here, and I put it in there, when I'm gluing it, and it puts pressure on the inside. Is it equal pressure all the way through? No, but I've never had one of those pop out. So, all right, so we're gonna do quarter. All right, 1/4 table back. And yes, I am going to get a DRO soon. I'm still on the hunt, but I will be setting up a digital readout on here to get all the accurate measurements and stuff like that. When I'm going to start doing oval thumbs here pretty soon too. Probably this month, I'm going to delve into doing oval thumbs. I got a guy in our league that just got a mystery ball or surprise ball, and he got the Heckler Hybrid. He asked for a strong, sharp solid, and they sent him a Heckler Hybrid. So he's a little pissed off, but he was hoping for like a Zero Mercy solid. And so maybe if he leaves a review and say, hey, you know, I got the ball that I didn't ask for. Because I think somebody else got that too. I don't know. I think it might have been you, Lumpy, or another Aaron, or another Brad. You didn't get the ball you wanted. You got it again, and then you got an evil eye. One of you guys did. I forgot who it was, but. And then we got 1/8 table left. Okay. Whoops. Come on. Hold on. All right. 1/8 table left. All right. So all I'm going to do is just line this up. This is a 1.5 inch. I want to put the top plate of my jig on there first. Maybe I'll zoom in. How's that view for everybody? You want a better view on that? I'll zoom in here. Also, too, I make the jigs and sell the jigs. Actually, I have a machinist make the jigs, and I sell them. So anybody who wants a jig, you want to start doing your own DIY stuff, hit me up. Sold a couple the last couple days. So thank you for those. Appreciate that. Starting DIY revolution here, my friends. I've sold a bunch of those jigs. That means a lot of people are going to drill their own stuff and getting into the bowling ball hobby. This is fun. And just beware, you do get into this stuff. It's highly, highly addicting. And you will sit here in the garage, if you have one of these drill presses or mill press in your garage, you will sit out there and go, you know what? This is just sitting here. I need to go buy balls. I need to start drilling stuff. So you were warned. All right. Okay, Nick, did you see the video I posted with the anchor on the other team taking a digger for getting his shoe cover? Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. That was embarrassing. Oh my God. That was horrible. Yeah, poor guy. Was he okay? I mean, did he get injured? It looked like he was more pissed off than injured. Than injured, yeah. Lumpy, it was me. Oh, got you, Lumpy, yeah. Lumpy asked for a strong, smooth, solid, and got intense mindset. Left bad review. Then next 3 have been $190 balls. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to tell my teammate to do that. He's going to be honest with the review and be like, dude, come on, man. I paid $10 extra, asked for a strong, sharp, solid, and you sent me a dang Heckler Hybrid. I mean, seems like you're giving Heckler Hybrids out to everybody. Holy moly. All right, so I got my 1.5 inch bit. And I'm going to turn my heater off so that my power doesn't go out here. I ran the heater last year. You guys remember my power went out. This thing takes a pretty good load. Let's see. Emily, you're the man, DIY. Hell yeah, I'm the DIY man. That's right. One of the few DIYers on YouTube. I think I'm like the only DIYer that does this stuff. There may be some people that did a long time ago, but I don't think anybody at the level I do it at. Am I a pro? No, but you're going to learn with me. I'm here to teach you what I know. And like I said, I don't know everything, but I'm here to help you out. The Amazing Robin, have you drilled equipment for other bowlers? I have. Just a couple people on our team haven't really ventured out and done like customers balls and stuff like that. But some guys on our league, I drill balls for them, and it seemed to work out pretty well. Like I've got all the drill bits now. I got my whole drill bit set here. So, and luckily that I've got their thumb size really well. I got this. Where's it at? Here, let me show you where it's at. I got this doodad here, the ball fitter, swivel ball fitter, that really helps out with getting proper size on people's thumbs. So worked pretty good. So the two people I drilled the thumbs for, spot on. So this thing rocks. It was not cheap by any means, but it's definitely come in handy. Okay. By the way, too, if you guys are new to the stream tonight, I'm doing a giveaway that I'll probably give away, I don't know, maybe half hour or so, or maybe the end of the stream. Guess my favorite PBA bowler of all time. And all those that get it right, I'll put you in a wheel spin and we'll pick a winner based on that. Big Mike, I mean, there's not really a strong, sharp, solid ball on the market right now. Strong, sharp, solid. Yeah, I think I messed up and told him strong, sharp when it was like strong, smooth. I was trying to get him the Zero Mercy solid. It's more like strong, smooth. It's like, yikes. Yeah, I think I kind of messed it up for him. There's got to be a strong, sharp out there, right? Trying to think. Well, a strong sharp would be like, a strong sharp, in my opinion, would be like an ASIM, right? Hockey stick ASIM. But yeah, I guess you're kind of right, because the 3.0 was kind of like that's an ASIM, and that's a strong smooth. So I got like the term sharp with associating that with asymmetrical, which I probably messed it up for him. Nick, he wasn't injured, but put it whole in his pants, and then and that foul knocked him out of a lot of the side pools. Oh, yikes. Nick, I'm a DIYer. Yeah, Nick's another DIYer too. Check out his channel. The Amazing Robin, that's cool. Add some pressure to the drilling. Yeah, and let's see. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, drilling other people's balls, like, right now, it's just like I'm drilling the old balls that I have. I haven't drilled. I used to drill balls for the brother-in-law, and he had JoPo, and we knew his measurements, and he just told me whatever measurement he wanted, so it's not a big deal. But doing a bowling ball, like from beginning, like just sizing somebody up and knowing what pitches they were, I'm not too familiar with that. I got lucky with one of the teammates, just kind of guessing a little bit, but there are certain things I still don't know everything about, with like getting somebody from scratch and drilling a hole. Like I can figure out their span, but as far as like pitches go, I just kind of go generic. But if they have like crazy fingers and weird, angles to their fingers, I wouldn't know what to do. I would kind of be clueless. So that's where a pro shop would come in handy. And the pro shop usually has training to do all that stuff. Actually, we're going to be taking a pro shop class this year, so hopefully I'll learn all that stuff. Yeah, most solids are smooth. Yeah, Big Mike. Yeah. True. Very true. Lumpy 44. Outer Limits Black Hole. Outer Limits Black Hole. Oh, yeah, the Black Hole, the new one. Yeah. Is that a strong sharp? That would be like a strong sharp, right? I mean, Evil Eye, you can make that strong sharp, and that's a solid. I was trying to kind of get him an Evil Eye, too, as well. Like, they could easily give him an Eagle Eye, because that could easily be a strong sharp. Forgot about the Evil Eye. The Amazing Robin, if you throw some polish on it, there you go. Tori, strong sharp, usually like a No Mercy Pearl. Yeah, exactly. The Amazing Robin, you owe your buddy $10. Just kidding. Yeah, I know. Walter Ray Williams. Okay. Oh, I think it's L Duman 300. Walter Ray Williams. Gotcha. Nick, I haven't done pro shop videos in a while. Yeah, get on it, my friend. Big Mike, I mean the strong solid balls that have sharpness to them usually have polish on them. Yeah. The Brutal Collision, strong, sharp. That ball is ridiculously strong and sharp. Any of the Collision lines, I would say those are strong, sharp, right? The Severe Collision is a hybrid, though, but the Severe Collision is pretty close to the Zero Mercy Solid in terms of shape. The Amazing Route Pro Shop class sounds cool. Wonder how much they are. They're about $900 for a Pro Shop class. Not too cheap, but it's like a week-long class, and you get like you get training by some of the best people in the industry. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to start vacuuming here. We're going to drill out this Jopo. We're going to see how well I can get this drilled out first time. I got it lined up, got it all tightened down, got my pitches, got my table locked down. Always double check. And let's do it. Got my 1.5 inch bit. And I just cleaned out my vacuum filter. So it has a little bit more suction. And so this is the thing with Jopo or any plastic balls that you drill, all the plastic pieces get stuck on the bit. You just have to take it off here. There we go. And all I'm doing is going down until I start to see ball material. There'll be a little bit of a thud, probably when you get to the very bottom of the Jopo. Let's see what I got here. A little bit more. There we go. I don't know if you guys heard that in the video. It's a little bit of a noise of hitting the very bottom of the Jopo. And now we see ball material coming up. And I'll stop there once I see ball material. And we'll get the rest of this stuff out here. Zoom this back out. Oops, wrong way. There we go. All right, so if you can see that, it didn't get it all, right? But it did leave enough to get my finger in there and just kind of pull the rest out. And what I can do is I'm going to vacuum the rest of this out in the bottom there. And then I'll get some pliers, some needle nose pliers here. So yeah, the rod works pretty good. I found that you won't get all this out on the first go unless you were absolutely perfect. But I probably need a little bit more bigger than a 1.5 inch to get all of it out. But all I have, the biggest I have is a 1.5 inch bit. And there we go. Pretty easy, right? I didn't saturate this with glue. I just put enough in there so big pieces like that come out. Makes it nice and easy. And that's it, right? I don't need to do anything else to it. It's got a non-beveled thumb. So when you do Jopos, you don't bevel this, so it's already sharp. That's all we're looking for, right? And I'll get a little bit of alcohol and clean the inside out. A paper towel. Let's back this camera up. Big Mike, the Jayhawk Pro Shop class is $1,100, and it's the one in Kansas. Yeah, there's a couple. Innovative has one. Jayhawk has one, and there's I think by Classic that's going to be out in Vegas. That's probably the one we're going to go to. Is the one in Vegas. It's around $1,000 now. Nick, I'm letting my wrist heal up. Hopefully, it's good by Sunday. What happened to your wrist, man? The Amazing Robin, Evil Eye looks good. Maybe in the summer. Yeah, Evil Eye will probably be discontinued by summertime easily. The Amazing Robin, holy cow. What's holy cow with? What's that for? Emily, Jason Belmonte, right on. Cody, Jay, what's up? I'll be getting a ball jig from you soon. Right on, man. Getting a mill this weekend. It looked like you were a pilot too. How far did you go in your training? I've got all my stuff. I have my CFI, my MEI, all that stuff. I'm a flight instructor is my other gig. So I did it all, my friend. All right. Yeah, I was interested in aviation ever since I was a kid. Joined the Air Force. Couldn't fly them based on my vision, so I did the next best thing was work on them. I used to work on the C-17 cargo jet as a mechanic in Charleston, South Carolina. What about you? You fly at all? It's a very fun thing to do. It's one of the few freedoms we have left in the United States. Other people come from all over the country, or all over the world, sorry, to fly here because it's very easily accessible and it's relatively cheap to do. So the United States trains a lot of foreign pilots to get their licenses because it's dirt cheap out here. We are lucky in that sense. Let's see. The Amazing Robin, holy cow, the price of Pro Shop play. Yeah, exactly. It's expensive. There's just a few, I say that, probably just a few things I need to learn, but once I get to class, I'll probably learn a crap ton. So I can't say there's just a few things. They probably teach you a bunch of stuff. It's mainly designed for people that work at a pro shop. I don't work at a pro shop, so I don't know how valuable it would be for me, but I'm kind of if you haven't known, I'm a DIYer, do my own stuff, right? And I learn things on my own pretty much through research and all that stuff and asking people and finding out. I just love to learn things on my own kind of way and see how it works out, right? But the thing that I'm not super knowledgeable about is getting somebody from scratch and figuring out what their pitches are and stuff like that to make it perfect without getting pain. I'm copying. What I'm doing is copying old layouts from old balls that was done by a PSO for the people on my team. Actually, take that back. Guy on our team, I did everything from scratch, and it worked out pretty good for him. So he's got no pain, so pretty stoked. Cody J, nice. I'm just digging in the instrument. Any advice? Keep current. I just keep flying. Don't take long breaks because you'll forget a lot of it. And get your, I'm going to turn this into an aviation stream. Get your DPE set up. So get your check ride all set up before you even start your instrument because they're like backlog, like ridiculous now, probably like 6 months to a year out for a check ride in certain places. I know California's backed up big time. Ridiculous. It was ridiculous when I was flight instructing how long the wait is to get your students to get a check ride. And it's check rides now are highway robbery. When I got my license, I got my private pilot's license back in 2000. And I got my license for like $5,000 back then. Now you're spending like $15,000 for a private pilot's license. It's damn expensive now. Tori, mech and crew chief on the CH-53 and USMC. Right on. Hoorah. Cody J, they are putting together a flying club at local airport. Looking forward to that. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, just stay current, man, and just keep studying up, get your writtens out of the way and all that stuff, and you'll be good to go. Instrument was one of the most satisfying ratings to get, because then you're just, the whole world opens up to you. You can fly in all pretty much most types of weather. When it's cloudy out, there's no blue skies, you can still go fly to your destination. Now, you're still taking a chance if you're flying a little single engine Cessna in the clouds at night. Like, I remember some of the students wanted to fly in the rain at night in clouds in a Cessna 172. And I'm like, have fun. Not with me, dude. You're putting your life on the line, man. When you got a single engine, you can do that kind of stuff. It's not smart. You're putting a lot of faith in that engine. Now, multi-engine, yeah, but single engine, no. You can go have fun with that. Nick, I hurt my wrist somehow during game 2 in League Sunday. That's not good. Amazing Robin, yeah, same. 900 is a lot, but I can see myself doing it in a few years just for my own knowledge. Right on. Big Mike, holy crap. Kegel has one, but 1,600. Holy crap, dude. Big Mike, the Classic Pro Shop says 1,500, but they must have jacked the price up this year, because I remember most of them were only like 900. That was last year. Damn, I got to check on the prices. I know Innovative is like 900. But I'd be curious how if they jack the price up on that. All right, so we got the pitches already set up for the thumb. So we're going to just throw the... I got to get my lines in there. So I had scribed my Brunswick Beyond Infinity. I didn't scribe my crusher. So I'm going to just make a line real quick with that, so I know where to line up my ball on the jig. Okay, there we go. All right, try this little doodad here. Let's see how this works. All right, that should work right there. Drill bit. All right, vacuum coming on. And I've got the RPM set from 350 to 400. I think it's like at 400 right now. I don't need to have it crazy high. I just go nice and slow. I'm not mashing it down. I know some PSOs and drillers max this stuff down. I don't. I like to save them on bits. I can't write off my bits yet because I'm not a business. So I'm like trying to save as much as I can. The Crusher's a beautiful ball. I don't know, something about it. It's just the purple is really cool looking. Like I said, I don't know why it didn't get a lot of love. Probably just because it's an ebonite. And they made the orange one. They made the orange one without HK22, and then they made this one like a month later. It's like two hybrids. It's like they messed up. Like, oh crap, we made this. We forgot to put HK22. Let's make another one. forgot what video I was watching today. I think it was the hype. He was doing the hammerhead pearl, and he says people were asking for balls without HK22, and they would make them, and then they wouldn't sell because people wanted HK22. It's like, make up your mind, people. What do you want? You want HK22 or not? I can tell you what, the Brutal Collision, which was a solid from Deviate, is not HK22, and that ball is awesome. It's got just a regular cover stock, and it's like, that ball is ridiculously strong. So you don't always have to get HK22, although it is pretty good. But there's a lot of the balls that came out previously that are still pretty darn good. All right. I'll drill the fingers. I'll drill the fingers later. Yeah, just for time. We can be going on all night if I do that. Yeah. Should I do the fingers or not? I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Matthew, Creating the Difference has one too, but don't know how much. Yeah, I was looking at their video. Man, they got a really cool place with those 4 alleys. I think that used to be a little Ebonite offices with those 4 alleys. Pretty cool place though. He's got over there. Big Mike, that's what's on the 2026 flyer for the Classic Pro Shop class in Henderson, Nevada. Okay, cool. Hey, Big Mike, if you have that, maybe it's online. I'll just look it up. I was going to say if you can send me that email or something like that, if it's an email. It's probably advertised. It wasn't advertised last year, so they probably have it fully advertised now. Larry, we'll be getting a symmetrical ball next. Maybe the Phase 2 Pearl or maybe an Alert. Yeah, Alert's looking really good right now. Phase 2 Pearl, it's not really on my radar, but the Alert definitely is. I would get the Alert. Big Mike, yeah, Creating the Difference has one as well, but they don't disclose their price for the Pro Shop class. Yeah, probably like $2,000. Lumpy says, Larry, I suggest the Alert. It's a great ball. Yep. Been nothing but good things about that ball. Actually, I'm gonna draw off the fingers. Why the hell not? So to draw off the fingers, I'm gonna do a 1 in 760. What bit did I use on that? 1 in 764? No, 764. I'll see it once it's on here. What was that again? I reorganized all my bits. I got this drill bit holder. And I forgot what damn bit size it was. Nick, what's the drill bit size for drawn out fingers, man? I forgot. For 30 seconds. What's the next size up? Let's see. Why am I not seeing this here? Was it 1 in 7/64? Is that what it was? Yeah, 1 in 7/64. That's what it was. And before I got this drill bit holder, I just had a few bits right here already, all the drill bits that I need. And now that I got the whole setup, I'm like, oh crap. It is cool having everything though. I do love it. All right, so we're gonna put our pitches onto our ring finger. So we've got 5/16 table forward. All right, 5/16 table forward. And 3/8 table left. All right, so all I'm doing is moving the ball and just kind of lining it up. So making sure that when the drill bit hits, it's going to hit on all sides of that hole. I'm going to lock it in place here and just move the ball around so that I can pretty much get this done with one drill, one swipe of the drill, moving it over. We are looking good. Let's see if I get that outside there. A little bit more. Okay. Tighten her down. All right, so there's a bunch, you can't see it with the camera, but there's a bunch of finger insert material in there, the rubber. So we're gonna drill that out. And we're also drilling the top here to make it, because I beveled this. So when you drill the fingers, you have to bevel it. If you don't bevel it, you void the warranty, and also you can cause cracks. So I'm getting rid of that bevel to make it sharp. So when I do plug it, it's gonna be very easy to cut it down. It's gonna be flush with the ball. All right, everything locked down. Awesome. All right, go down a little bit farther. All right, next, well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna do, since I got that all set up for the ring finger on that, I'm gonna do the Beyond Infinity. I probably shouldn't have put that dam on there. Let's see, am I gonna work good? Sweet, sweet. All right, so same thing I'm doing here, just moving the ball. I'm gonna lock this down so it's closer to the hole drill bit. So don't do like me and put the dam on before you do all this stuff. Now it's like tweaking my dam. All right, and we are looking good. Tighten it down. Boom. Ring finger. And I can't remember if I said it or not, but I'm only going down like halfway. You don't need to go down all the way. You're just trying to get the top of the hole non-beveled and sharp and get rid of the excess finger material that when the glue stuck to it. That's all you're doing. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do the ring finger here while we're here. So ring finger is 5/16 table right. Okay, 5/16 table right. And 5/16 table forward. We already got that one set. And we'll do the middle finger. So the local pro shop, they'll sell balls for $100. They use balls for $100. Some of them only have like 1 or 2 games or 3 games on them. And if they have some pros that bowl for them, and if they don't like it, they'll just plug it, and you can get a pretty much essentially new ball for $100. Drilled too. It's $100 drilled. So not a bad deal. Okay, and we'll tighten it down. Quick drill job here. Make sure everything's tightened down. Always double check. You can tell I'm a pilot because I'm always double and triple checking everything. Can never be too cautious. And if your pitches are really close, when you do this, you can join the holes in the bottom, which I just did. And not a big deal because I'm plugging it up anyway. And I'll show you guys that. I'll take this out and we'll do the crusher next. So let's see if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but right in there is the hole that, because I joined the holes together. Not, like I said, not a big deal, but if you crack this part, which is the bridge, it can cause a nightmare. So that's what you want to avoid. And a lot of the pros, from what I learned, they do 1/8 bridge. I mean, really super narrow bridge. I think EJ Tackett's like a 1/8 bridge. And I was like, damn. So they get their fingers really close. I mean, they don't care about a warranty, obviously, but when you crack that bridge, your warranty's done. Or you have to have I think the warranty is like at least a 0.25 bridge. Or if you crack it, then it's obviously it's voided. But since we're plugging the balls, it's not a huge deal because it's just gonna go right in there in the pretty much the same holes. All right, so let's do the crusher. I'll do the fingers and then I'll do the last finger and then I'll get back to the comments. And like I said, you guys have any questions about this whole process, feel free to put it in the comments down there. If you guys want to get your own drill press and all that stuff and start plugging your own balls, you save a lot of money and you can start tinkering. So one thing you'll do too when you start getting your own stuff is you'll tinker with different layouts, see what works for you, what doesn't, because you got your own stuff now. All right, that should do it. All right, last hole. All right, so here's the finished product. This is what you want the ball to look like. Hopefully you guys can see that. So nice and sharp on the outside. You got rid of the bevel there. If I put my finger like that, I'd probably slice my finger wide open. So be careful when you're doing that. And then it's ready for plug, right? So this is the plug prep that you have to do beforehand. And we're going to do both thumbs at the same time. If you're doing a bunch of balls at one time, I mean, if you have a bunch of balls you want to plug, I would highly suggest doing it at the same time. It just makes it a lot easier and less time consuming. All right. So I've got these circle quick dams here. And yes, Nick, when I get rid of these, I will go to the plumber's putty, which I have. I bought some already. And I will try that out, but I've got to use these. I got maybe like 3 or 4 of the big pieces left of these. And so they give you all sorts of different sizes. So the big one's pretty much for the Jopo or interchangeables. And then the smaller ones here are for like if you just have regular thumbs, like 1 1/4 or, you know, whatever your size is. It's just foam. That's all it is. It's like $25 a box. They're a little expensive. Master makes those. All right, coming back to the comments. Let's see. Okay, Big Mike, I sent you the flyer in the Discord DM. All right, on, cool. In a Discord DM. Okay, gotcha. Lumpy44, ever had a bridge crack when you drill the fingers out bigger to plug? I think I had one, and I think it was the Broski's. He got a Deviate Troublemaker Solid, and the bridge cracked, and we tried to plug it up and fix it, and the only bummer was where the fingers were. When he re-drilled it, those fingers that I plugged were right on his track. So we couldn't get the ball completely smooth because the bridge crack, it kind of did a little bit of like an expansion on the ball. It was really weird. We thought it'd be okay, but he ended up tossing it. If you have it, maybe like if you're redoing your span or something and you're right in here, I wouldn't worry about it, but his was right on his track line. So it messed things up for him. He ended up tossing. I think he got it for like $50. He didn't pay a lot of money for the ball. Lumpy, it's like you read my mind talking about the bridges. Nice. Nick, right on. Larry, is just me that a lot of new balls are purple now. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Larry. Like, it's funny. I was saying on the stream earlier, I think Brunswick or B7 brands is sending out a message to USBC because they're banning the purple, right? The purple hammer. And I think it's just like a FU to USBC. You can't give us, you're going to ban our purple. We're going to make every single ball purple. So who knows? I do think it's kind of funny. When I saw the Black Widow, I'm like, they're trying to send a message to USBC. It's like, purple's cool, man, but damn, dude, like pick another color. Unless they just got like a big batch of purple or a purple ball material, like liquid. And they're just like, we need to do something with all this purple. We bought a shit. I bet you that's what it is. Oh no, because it's urethane. I was going to say, they probably, since they don't make the purple urethane anymore, I wonder if now because they're not going to be selling it, if they have an overabundance of that purple compound or whatever they use, if it's liquid, and they just have to get rid of it. So that might be your answer right there. They got to figure out a way to get rid of all that extra purple. Dead Polymers. My guess is Tommy Jones. Gotcha. What up, Dead Polymers? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Big Mike, colors actually have something to do with the way the ball rolls. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's why Radical's going with all black balls, right? Because black balls roll the best, right? Okay, so I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to mix this stuff up here. I'll bring this back over. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. All you military guys, check out this bottle opener that I got. I don't know if you've seen this. It's a little army guy, but it's made out of steel or whatnot. Little G.I. Joe guy, the little army figures. Bottle opener, really cool. You can probably find these on Amazon. Okay, dokish. So this is the clear stuff we're gonna do. We don't need. Oh, we may not need this. We'll see how much plug material I have. I'm gonna do this right here so you can see it. Sorry, folks, my workspace is a little tight at the moment. And we're getting there. All right, what we got? Okay, we'll do the giveaway once I'm done with this, and we'll see who got the correct answer. So the cutoff for the guess, you only get one guess, is going to be at 7 o'clock. So put your guess in on who my favorite PBA bowler is. And we'll do a fun little giveaway for you. All right, so this is the Thunder plug. I'm going to try to use the rest of this Thunder plug here. And this is a 2-to-1 ratio. So this is the compound. Ooh, this stuff's cloudy. Wow. And hopefully I can use the rest of this. I think they make enough where the pumps end completely, or it's done at exactly one pump. And that should finish the whole bottle here. Yeah, this stuff is really cloudy. Okay, here's 2. And 3. Okay, where are we at now? Okay, there we go. It's about 3 1/4. So we'll see what this one does. 1. 2. Yeah, pretty much spot on. 3. Okay. All right, that's pretty much all that she wrote. And let me get some more hot water because this cooled down quite a bit. Whoops. All right, so the reason I use, like I said in the beginning of the stream, the reason I use warm water, it's very cold in my garage. It's not really needed when you're clear, but when you start mixing colors and you get the top of the ball, you want to make sure that it's a smooth consistency. If it gets really cold, you may have some bubbles or whatnot in there. So, all right, I think this one kind of spit out, a little gurgled a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'll put it into the warm water and I'm gonna grab a seat here. Dustin Short, CTD's Pro Shop class is 3 days for $700. That's not too bad, I guess. Not too bad. Dustin, they also have a 1 day learn how to drill your own stuff for $230. Nice. Sean's Muda, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Ernie Scheigel, nice. Nick, hey, Ryan, that Physics Blackout from the same seller of the Origin would be a good ball for your style. Physics Blackout? I don't know much about that ball. You're all trying to sell me on SPI products. Are you an SPI staff? Are you an SPI staffer? I can't stand SPI staffers, storm staffers. They are the worst. It's like a pyramid scheme. Hey, come here, buy my ball. I get a discount. I get points for every ball sold. I'm just messing with you. But no, seriously, like some of the, I go into a pro shop, I'm not going to mention names, but you go into a pro shop and it's like, I like this Black Widow. You don't want that Black Widow. Get this Storm over here. This is way better. I was like, no, I came here for the Black Widow. No, you want the Storm. Storm's way better. I don't think pro shop owners should be on staff. Because all the ones that I've come across, all they do is push that brand on everybody. And it's like, yeah, I get it, man. You get money for it, but somebody comes in and wanting like a motive, and you're a storm staffer, and you're trying to talk them out of it. I got problems with that, man. Like, I don't think that's cool. Now, if they come in there looking for a storm ball, yeah, but. I think Nick's secretly on staff trying to change my bowling balls to all SPI, aren't you? So like I said, just putting this in the warm water here, letting it sit in there, letting it kind of thin out a little bit. Dustin Short, Parker Bone the third, gotcha. Dead Polymers, ITRC, oh God, I'm bad with acronyms, in Arlington is having a pro shop course next week. Wish I had known it earlier. Oh man, I should go check it out. Nick, I wish. Why are you so loyal to SPI? I'm just kind of curious, man. Like the people that aren't on staff, I'm just going to ask you straight out, like, what is it about SPI or Storm that you love? And especially not being on staff, I'm curious. Like, I roll all the ball brands. I'm not exclusive to any ball brands. So I'm just kind of curious, like, have you had bad luck with other balls from other manufacturers and you just had good luck with SPI balls? Or I know some people like Storm because they're made in the USA, and that's one, Motive and Storm are made in the USA. So I know a lot of people will buy based on that. But just kind of curious. Because the people I met that roll Storm, they are just gung-ho about Storm. It's like Storm this, Storm that, Storm Nation. Yeah, Storm Nation. I love my Storm. Like they will not even look at another brand of bowling ball. And some of these people are not even on staff. I'm just like, that's weird. So I'm just kind of curious. I just want to see from like an outsider's perspective. Because I never got that with any brand. Like, I do like DVA balls because they roll really good for me. I think they're one of the best brand balls for my style. They seem to shape really well for my style. And it's funny because they're all made for two-handed bowlers. And I'm nowhere near a two-handed bowler. So Hammer is probably like one of my least for Brunswick. Columbia 300 is another one. Like I said in other streams, man, whatever ball they give me, whatever brand, I'll drill it up. And I think all B7 brands can be considered the same. They're all pretty much made at the same plant down in Mexico. They're all made with the same chemical compound, HK22C or whatnot, HK22C squared. So, it is kind of comedy that people will choose a certain B7 brand over another. But, yeah, I mean... SPI, Rotogrip, Global, or Storm SPI, Storm, Roto Grip, and 900 Global. They all make this from the same place. And I don't know if they have different divisions in their main offices. I'm sure they do. But they always use the same stuff. Anybody getting that new Motive Apex Jackal? Let me know. It's funny that a lot of the reviewers have kind of redid the review on that because to give it a second chance. And it looks a little bit better. I don't think it would be good for me with my style. I don't think it's good for a speed dominant bowler. But it's a really cool color. But damn, man, that price tag is out of reach. I wonder if that's going to be a dud for them. If you got a Bowler's Mart, their giveaway is going to be the Motive Apex Jackal. It was between that and oh God, what was the other ball? I forgot the other ball already. But people chose the Apex Jackal for the contest ball. By the way, if you haven't liked this video, what are you waiting for? Hit the like button. Be my friend. All right, let's see. Here was pick up. Big Mike, that's what happened to me at a Bowler's Mart Pro Shop. I went in to get an Arctic Vibe and walked out with an Ion Pro. Well, I think he did you a favor because the Arctic Vibe sucked. I didn't like it. I know a lot of people didn't like it, so I think he was doing you a favor. My PSO was like, he told me when I first started bowling bowls that never be loyal unless you're on staff. He's like, dude, you're just selling yourself short if you don't get all the balls from all the brands and try them all out. But he was the one that told me that. He's like, never be loyal. Ion Pro, that's a good ball too. Oh, he did a good job. He helped you out on that one. Nick, keep it made in America. There you go. Yeah, heck yeah. Tori, I got B7 Storm and Motive. If it rolls nice, I buy it, especially cheap. Boom, me too. We'll say my Jackal Ghost was not cheap, but had a bunch of gift cards. There you go. Yeah, you got gift card looking at the most expensive balls. By the way, that's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about while we're here. I noticed Nate and Elise do, and I think it was you, Big Mike. Somebody I was talking to. Oh no, it was Mitch, the Mitch man. So Nate and Elise do these waffles, right? Bowling ball raffles on their channel. It's $10 if you pay with Zelle, or $14 if you pay with a YouTube account. Let me know if you guys want me to do that. If you guys want me to do that, I can start giving out bowling balls every stream. We'll do that, or just make a stream and have the wife doing the, taking the money. Or we can do it. I don't know if I have that many people watching that would want to do that, where we would get 25 entries, because Nate and Elise, they do 25 entries. And you get a choice of any bowling ball you want if you're the lucky winner. What I was thinking about doing is like $10 a pop, do a mystery ball, and have it over like 10 to 12, probably like 12 entries, just so I can make a little bit of money. Do like, make me $20 or something for the trouble, but open up to like 12 slots, $10 a pop. And I'd send whoever won would get a mystery ball. Let me know if that's something you guys are enough. I don't have enough people watching me for me to do like a 25, but maybe if I start doing, waffles and stuff, then maybe I can get more people to do it. But I want to give out bowling balls free of charge once I hit every 1,000 mark, right? So when I hit the 2,000 mark, I'll give out a bowling ball or two on me, right? But let me know if you guys are interested in the waffle deal. And let me know if you guys want me to do ball of choice for 25 entries, or have a better chance and do a mystery ball. Like I said, 12 entries. I think your odds would be really good. And let me know if you want it Bowler's World, or, well, Bowler's Mart would charge me tax. So I think I would do it on Bowling World. Dead Polymers, ITRC, USBC National Headquarters. Gotcha. Okay. I'm a little clueless on that. Sorry, my friend. Nick, my first ball tournament, I've tried others here and there and never really loved them. Okay, I gotcha. So you're Storm Nation all the way. Nick, have you tried the recent B7 brands though with all the new HK22? You might want to try those out because Brunswick B7 makes some pretty damn good balls now, man. I mean, granted, I get a lot of them from Surprise Balls, so I really don't have a choice, but I think they have the best. B7 has the best colorways on bowling balls. Motive comes in second. I think Storm and all them are come in a third. Their colorways are, I don't like the colorways on SPI balls or something. They're just like these weird, just weird colors. Like, ugh, they just don't grab out. They don't really stand out to me. And I know you don't get a bowling ball based on the color. You get it based on the shape and all that. But a bowling ball has got to look good. If you want me to buy it and like you're trying to sell me a ball, make it look freaking good, because a good bowling ball in my head's like, damn, this thing's cool looking. It's going to roll good. It's going to strike good. If you give me like a crappy looking ball, I'm like, what the hell am I doing with this thing? I don't want to roll this thing. Nick, I do like a Hammer Web that I like. Yeah, I heard about the Hammer Web's pretty good. Nick, but thought ball was before Brunswick bottom. Gotcha. That's what I figured. Hyperdrive Pearl was another ball. Yeah, that's a real good ball. Matthew had a chance to pick up a used Apex and chose not to after the reviews. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to see those go for, I think you're going to see a lot of those for sale used, and they'll probably be discontinued this year, to be honest with you. I think so. Matthew, I'm open for waffles. Right on. Big Mike, Nate and Elise can do any bowling ball they want because they have it where there's a pro shop and takes orders from their website, kind of like a Packy does with the Buddies on the House website. Right on. Do it the week of new releases. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I do the waffle. I'll just buy the bowling ball from like Bowling World and for the whatever price. Like pick 25 entries, because they're definitely making a lot more money than I would because they get the balls for cost. They're not paying full price for their balls, so they're making probably about $100 a ball profit on the waffles. But I would be making probably $30 to $50 profit, and I would just buy whatever ball you wanted from a website, have it sent to you. So let me know. GT, do it the week of new. Okay, what's up, GT? Do it the week of new releases. Gotcha, Nick. As long as they're making the pins go 10 back, I could care less what they look like. Yeah, I want a good bowl. I want a good looking bowl ball, man. I'm weird like that. All right, I think I mixed this long enough. So I think we're pretty good. It's gotten a lot thinner. It's a lot kind of cleared out a little bit. I made the mistake of buying the Arctic Vibe because it looked cool. I was like, that was a mistake. Don't ever do that. My PSO tried to talk me out of it. He's like, don't get it. That ball is crap. He didn't say it was crap. He's just like, eh. And when he says eh, it's like pretty much the same as crap. Okay, so I got these bits here I'm just going to throw in. I think you guys can see that. This will take up space. Whoop. And I figured if I put a lot of these bits in here, I could fill it up 3/4 of the way. Normally they want you to, like Jayhawk recommends, filling it up halfway. And I think that's more for the quick plugs because this epoxy, when it's curing, heats up. But this one doesn't heat up as much where it gets like super warm to the like super hot. I think the quick epoxy gets really hot. I think that's what they're more concerned with is if you fill this ball up all the way with quick plug, you have a chance of cracking the inside of the bowling ball. And like I said, this stuff is going to harden overnight. It won't be hard until first thing in the morning. It's like a 7 to 10 hour cure time. So, all right. So we just pour this in, not really worried about the bubbles too much. I'm going to make sure this ball is level. Okay, and then like I said, this is just the first part, just the clear part. And I fill it up pretty much just to where the cover stock starts. And then I'll do this one. Looks like I made just enough. Yeah, I got a little bit of extra too. Sweet.
All right, so I didn't use the Wizard, which I said I was. I thought I was going to need it, but I'll use that when I do the plug. When I finish the plug, I mean. Okay, we'll go a little bit more. Okay.
Now I take this.
This is a silicone ice tray, and I just fill up the rest of the holes. And this is the excess. This gives you those leftover bits that I just put in there. And that's it. That's all she wrote for the Storm Thunder plug. So this stuff lasted me. Still got a little bit of hardener in there too. So actually quite a bit of hardener left. Yeah. So yeah, this probably lasted me probably a good 20. I think I plugged around 20 balls or whatnot. So not too shabby. I'm gonna toss this. Let's see, we'll put this here out of the way. And it is 7 o'clock. You know what that means? We're gonna find a winner. Okay. So one thing you can do too, so there's a little bit of bubbles on the top, is you can get a torch like this. I got this on Amazon for like 15 bucks or something. You have to go buy the propane at like a Home Depot. They won't ship you their little propane that goes in the refill, sorry, to fill this up. I don't think they can ship it in the mail. At least I couldn't find any on Amazon, but just hit a couple blasts in there and it gets rid of those bubbles. But we're not really too concerned with the bubbles right now because we're going to be putting the plug material with the color and the dye on top of that. So what we do want to do is get rid of any kind of bubbles that are down below and just kind of, no more bubbles coming up. We're looking good. Okay, we'll make sure that's level. Same thing here. I kind of move it around, get rid of any kind of bubbles or whatnot. Boom. All right, so all guesses for the PBA bowler are now done. All right, let's see. Let's fill this in. And yeah, if you're messing with this plug material, I forgot to use gloves. I was pretty clean. I didn't get any on my fingers, but you can really make a mess when you start doing. This was a pretty simple, just using the clear stuff. But once you start mixing with colors, then you can get it on your fingers. So highly suggest you wear gloves. I got the window open. Make sure there's ventilation going on in here because that is epoxy that's curing, is creating chemicals in here. So guesses are closed, everybody. Right on, right on. Let's see. Okay, Crash Bang Rick. I always had better luck with Thunder Plug. Yeah, so I'm moving on to Wizard the next time. We'll see how that works. So this is I'm kind of doing brand by brand to see how it works. By the way, thanks for joining Crash Bang Rick. Thank you, thank you. Turbo T45 quick plug, feel like you're cutting down a rock when it cures. That's the same thing I heard about the Motive ball plug too. It's super hard. Lumpy, are you selling the finger holes lineup tool by itself or only all together? I think you said it earlier. I missed it. I may buy the finger one in the future. So the lineup tools that I got, what do I do with it? Put them over here. I have them. these are the three sizes I have right here. So I've got 1.5, 1.25, and 31 30-seconds. And I need to go down to my machine. I'm going to have a couple other sizes made. A couple other people requested different sizes. You can buy these individually. They're $50 each, or 3 for $140. I'll knock off $10 if you buy all 3. $140. It's free shipping anywhere in the lower 48 states. So let me know. I'm going to probably have the sizes for vacuum grips. I forgot what size that was, and maybe a 7/8 and 1 3/8. So the thumb slugs are 1 1/4 or 1 3/8. I forgot to do a 1 3/8. So the 1 3/8 will probably be next, and then maybe 7/8 for like lady grips or whatnot. So let me know. I'm selling quite a bit of those lately. Actually, people selling a lot better than I thought they were going to be. So I'm pretty stoked on that. And they work good. I use them in all my drilling videos. If you see, they'd save me a heck of a lot of time. So I like them. I think they're really cool. Let's see. Ultimate is the brand, Ryan. You got it. Yeah, Ultimate Wizard. Here it is right here. Wizard 31. Right? All season ball plug. This is a 3-to-1 ratio, whereas this stuff is a 2-to-1 ratio, the Thunder plug. So we'll see. It's USB-C approved. All right, here we go. So who is my favorite PBA bowler of all time? Well, you got to realize how old I am. We had 4 people guess this. Okay. And here is the winner right here. Here's who I chose. People are going to be like, what the hell you picked this guy for? Okay, here we go. Let's see if you can read this. Bam! Pete Weber, my friends. The reason I chose him because he was he was an original, right? There was nobody like him. I think it broke a mold with him. He made bowling exciting to watch back in the 80s. I remember as a kid turning on, being bored, had nothing to do. I'm on Saturday or Sunday mornings, and I'm watching like, God, my life sucks. I'm watching bowling as a kid. Oh, God. And I watched Pete Weber. I'm like, this guy is funny as hell. He's unapologetic. He's brash. I think he's calmed down a lot in his older years. But yeah, I think he's just funny. He's what bowling needed at the time. And we definitely need somebody like that now in bowling. We need somebody that's just off the cuff, unapologetic, and just fun to watch. EJ is awesome too. I'm surprised nobody guessed EJ Tackett. My EJ Tackett is another one of my top bowlers, and Robert Smith, another one too. I think somebody picked Robert Smith. Robert Smith, I love watching Robert Smith on the Hammer channel. It's like when he reviews the ball, he just looks like he's a cool dude. Like he's the kind of guy you just want to hang out with and be like, just shoot the shit with him, because he just looks like a real down to earth dude. He's down in SoCal too, by the way. If I go down to SoCal, I'll have to go down. I think Alpharetta is a pro shop down in SoCal. When I go back down there, I'll have to go stop at his bowling alley and say hi to him. But yeah, no, the Pete Weber, some of my favorites, my definitely top favorite is Pete Weber. And I like the quote he made, you know, you might have hated me, but you watched me. I think that's freaking cool. But yeah, and then EJ Tackett is probably my second one, because he's a one-hander, right? His revs are out of this world. And then that's pretty much about it. I mean, and then Robert Smith. Those are my top 3 that I think are pretty cool. So congratulations to those 4 people that got it. So Lumpy, Matthew, 6161, Big Mike, and Trevor. Okay, so we're going to do a wheel. I'm going to get this wheel here and finish up the comments here real quick. Yeah, 1 and 130 seconds, right, Nick, from Vacuum Grips. Tori, Angry Pete, yeah, damn. Nick, that was my second guess. Yeah, most people that like him are my age, right? I don't think the younger generation really grew up with him. I grew up watching him on TV, so
And it wasn't because I liked bowling. It was just because I was bored on a Saturday morning going, oh, there's nothing on, just switching channels, right? Golly, I guess I'll watch bowling. It's funny because I told my brother is 4 years older than me, and he's like, I told him I got back into bowling. The first thing he says is, oh man, Pete Weber. That's the first thing that came to his mind. He knows nothing about bowling, but it's the very first thing that came to his mind was Pete Weber. And I'm like, damn, you remember Pete Weber? He's like, yeah, how can you forget that guy? So anybody that wasn't even really into bowling knows who Pete Weber is. I think that's freaking awesome. Yeah, Crash Bang Rick, he was extremely entertaining. Yeah. Big Mike, I grew up watching Chris Barnes and Wes Malott. They were my favorite bowlers growing up. Yeah. Tori, Maximum Bob is the type of dude I'd love to have a beer with. Exactly. Yeah. Maximum Bob he's a real one. He's one of the few real ones there. Like he tells it like it is. I'd have to say probably he's my second, and then EJ's third. Just because EJ is just untouchable. And he knows it too. But yeah. All right, so let's get a wheel here. I'll do the wheel generator. A random wheel generator. Okay, wheel of names. All right, so I'm just going to put Lumpy. We'll do Matthew 6161. Congratulations, too, on those people that got it. That's awesome. When I saw everybody guessing, I'm like, damn, there's more people than I thought actually guessed the right answer. Yeah, I didn't see anybody pick EJ Tackett, though. Interesting. Does nobody like EJ Tackett? Big Mike. All right. Big Mike. Heck yeah. And Trevor. Okay. Whoop. Okay, so we got a wheel here. Let's shuffle the names here. Oop. Okay, I'm going to show you this on the camera so you can see. I got all 4 contestants on here. Let's get that glare out of there. Okay, so there's everybody's name. We got Big Mike, we got Matthew 6161, we got Trevor, and we got Lumpy. So here we go. I'm going to shuffle it. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. And here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Where do I spin it? Oh, tap to spin. Okay, there we go. Oh, so close. Oh, it's still spinning. It's still spinning. Looks like Trevor got it. I think Trevor's got it. Does he got it? There we go. Congratulations, Trevor. You are the winner. So email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com as I almost fall down. Email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com with your address, and I will send out a free bowling-related gift to you. Oh, actually, Trevor, tell me what your favorite bowling ball brand is, okay? If you're still watching. And I will send you something out with that brand. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I might have missed some messages because I put top messages. I didn't click it to all messages. So apologies if I missed some messages. So sorry about that. I did that. I rewatched. I'm like, oh man, I didn't answer the guy's question. I didn't answer one of the subscribers' questions because I think I had it on top chat when I was streaming. I always forget to do that. All right. Okay, let's see here.
Crash Bang. My daughter has a pic doing a crotch chop with him. I'm surprised he got away with that. That's funny. Yeah, that guy's a total character, man. So funny. Tori, Maximum Bob is okay. I got you. Matthew Seibel. Yeah, see, that was one of the comments I missed. Shit, I'm missing your comments, Crash Bang. Sorry about that. 7/8 for Lady Grace would be cool. Shoot, did I miss anybody else's comments? I'll have to go back there. If I miss some of your comments, I'll reply to them in the stream afterwards. So sorry about that. Congrats, Trevor, Big Mike, Matthew, congrats. Matthew, I love EJ, but thought with age would be a Hoffer. Yeah. Let's see. Too Tall, what's up, my friend? Oh yeah, Lumpy says so close. Grace, Trevor. Too Tall, what's up? The Bull Fool live on a Thursday. Sorry, I'm jumping in late. Just finished the plugs on a Hysteria. Nice. Let me know how that rolls. Let me know what your layout you're gonna put on that Hysteria too, by the way. Too Tall, congrats, Trevor. Larry Tripp, congrats, Trevor. Gotcha. So, like I said, I don't think Trevor's on here anymore. He might have left. So I guess I don't know how to contact him on YouTube, but if you're watching this, Trevor, you won. Get a hold of me. You got 1 week to get a hold of me, and then I will be giving that prize away to somebody else. The runner-up. All right, so I think that's going to do it. So what I'm going to do with these balls is I'm just wait for these to harden overnight, and then I'm going to plug up the fingers. Once this hardens up, I'm going to move the ball and do the clear with the fingers. And I'm going to be using the Ultimate Wizard. And I probably won't do that on a live stream because my live stream won't be till next week. But the balls I got coming in is a Criterion Hybrid. Should get that probably tomorrow or the next day. A couple other things I want to talk about. Let's see. Who's getting the Transformer? Who's buying up the bullshit of the Transformer? I know you're getting one, Nick. God, that caused a lot of controversy or what? Holy moly, man. That ball. And somebody told me that ball was 2 years in the making. It took them 2 years to make that ball at SPI. What the hell were they doing for 2 years, man? Does it take 2 years to create a ball? Like, damn. I don't know who said that. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it takes you 2 years to design a ball, you got problems, man. Jesus. Too Tall, going from rapid cure to ultra safe is like going from a Ferrari to a bicycle in terms of curing time. Yeah, colors came out great. Nice. Yeah, let me know how that ultra safe is. Obviously, it's a lot slower than quick one. Alvin Coleman Jr., what's up, man? Alvin Coleman Jr., what's up, man? Planning to put together a shop for myself. Right on. Is there a tabletop drill press that you recommend or a specific size that will work? I don't have a lot of room for full size. So I'm not too familiar with bench tops. I know when I was looking for drill presses, I was looking at bench tops. There weren't a hell of a lot of benchtop drill presses that the distance that I need. There's a couple of them out there. I can't name them off the top of my head, but all I would say that you need to do is make sure there's 18-inch distance. Let's move this so you can see it. Okay, so if you can see the drill press right here, when I put the I don't have a ball, and I'm not going to put my bowling ball in there, but when I put the bowling ball in here in the jig, and I put the drill bit in, it sits like maybe a ½ inch from the ball, right? So that's with 18-inch. I got 18 inches from the bottom of the spindle here. This is the spindle where your chuck goes into, to the top of this table right here is 18 inches. This jig is what is this jig? What's the measurement of this jig? I think it's like where'd it go? I think it's like a 1/4 inch. It's a 1/4 inch. Yeah, it's like no, that's like a ½ inch. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch plate. So the problem with bench tops is they don't have that required distance, right? And maybe some of the bench tops don't have high horsepower. You can get away with a 1/2 horsepower motor. I believe this is a 1 horsepower. This is an actual mill press. This might be 1 or 2 horsepower. I can't remember what it is, what it says on here. What we got here? Yeah, this is a 2 horsepower, right? This thing's built like a tank. The Delta drill press that I had was a 3/4 horsepower, and that did pretty good. I would say go minimum 3/4 horsepower, although a 1/2 horsepower would work, but it may bog down. It may. Don't quote me. I mean, I don't know too many people with a 1/2 horsepower. If you guys have a 1/2 horsepower, let me know. If you drill, let me know if it works for you. So that's one of your main things you want to deal with. And another thing with the bench top too is like when you're cutting plugs, the plug cutter sits way up here, right? So you got this plug cutter up here. It's a huge difference from the size of the bit, right? So you have a huge gap. So with your plug cutter, this mill press can handle it with a. The cool thing with a floor press is you can raise the table up and down. So this plug cutter is like this close, like just a 1/4 inch away from the ball. And that's ideal for when you're cutting plugs. You don't want a huge gap when you're cutting plugs on a ball, like on a regular drill press. You don't want like a 5-inch gap because you're going to get a lot of vibration. You want very minimal space. So the main things I would say to look for is 18 inches from top of table to the bottom of the spindle is minimum you want to have. Other than that, and then like the horsepower is the same, but just make sure you can adjust the table up and down. With a floor, the reason I got a floor press is because I can raise that table up and down as much as I want. It opened up the table, it opened up for me, and it made things a lot easier. That's why I recommend a floor press. But you can do it with it. I've seen people do it with a bench top. You can still do it with a bench top just fine. But I personally don't have any experience with a bench top, so I can't like tell you which one works. Like I said, if anybody out there has a bench top, let me know. If you got any more questions, Alvin Coleman, let me know, and email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to help you out. Any additional questions you have. I make the bowling ball jigs, so I make and sell the bowling ball jigs. I think I have 18 left. I've sold a bunch of these already. We're doing like a Too Tall. We're starting a DIY revolution, my friend. I'm transforming a lot of bowling balls into DIY bowling ball drillers. So you can do this stuff. It's not that hard. You just have to have a little bit of money. And, to do the basics, you don't need a lot of money, but I went out and got I kind of want the best stuff. I didn't go crazy and get brand new stuff. Like this brand new from Innovative will set you back $11,000. Now that's with all the drill bits and all that stuff. Way too pricey. I never pay anywhere near that. So if you're going to do it, definitely buy used. But I sell the jigs for $5.99. A billet aluminum, super strong. Nobody's had any problems with it. Having any problems with mine. Works perfectly good. You can shine them up. You can sand them, make them look super shiny, like a mirror finish on them. Really super tough. And it'll last you many, many years. So when you're ready, let me know. Too Tall layout I'm going with is 60 by 4.5 by 30. A little stronger than normal, but pretty middle of the road. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good all-around layout. Big Mike, the only way I would buy the transformer is if it's around $100. I wouldn't drill it. It would just be a shelf piece. All right, let me get here. Tori Casey, ZVL said 2 years. Yeah, okay, ZVL was the one that said it. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. 2 years. Imagine like making a bowling ball
designing a bowling ball for 2 years, you come out and then everybody says, that's radical in the comments. Everybody could just bash that ball and say, you copying and saying you're innovative and stuff like that. And it's been a bunch of, well, it's been the news. It's been all the gossip in the bowling community the last week or so. I thought it was pretty funny. Everybody's getting all their panties in a bunch. Don't think that ball is going to sell very well. I don't know. Kind of curious. It didn't look that good in the reviews. It wasn't like this game-changing ball. They rolled it down the lane. I'm like, really? 2 years in the making. It's just another damn bowling ball. Nothing special about it. Hey, Big Mike, Hank Boomershine said it took them around 2 years to make the core for the transformer. Golly. Yeah, that's crazy. Crash Bang Rick, my innovative looks a lot like your mill. Yeah, innovative is essentially the wrong foo. This is a wrong foo. So innovative, what they do, innovative and Jayhawk, what they do is they buy these. They buy the wrong food. They probably get like a bulk deal by buying a bunch or whatever, and they just rebrand it. They take this off and put innovative on there. It's exactly the same thing. Nearly identical. So, and I got this for $1,900. I got it done in SoCal, killer deal, and it is a tough as nails freaking mill press. I love this thing. I started off with drill press, worked just as good. I saw this for a killer deal and I grabbed it, right? So these don't really sell for that cheap very often in this good condition. I see some like for $1,000, $1,500, but they're absolute junk. And you'll probably have to do some work on the gearing and stuff like that. The motors, you don't know how it's been maintained. And this one's been completely rebuilt down by a machine shop down in Southern California. And yeah, I got lucky on it and got a real winner here. So I'm pretty stoked on that. Brand new, these will set you back $4,000 to $5,000 for a wrong food mill press, an RF31. Love that thing. When you get this, you'll never need anything else other than this. This thing is a freaking beast. I love it. But yeah, you look at the price of Innovative on their website. I mean, it comes with the aluminum cover for this, right? And then I think some of them come with like a vacuum jig. Vacuum jig, you're paying extra for a DRO. They do get the really good DROs, the digital readouts, the Accurite ones. If you get the whole setup, their deal is you want to start up a pro shop tomorrow, they'll send you everything, which I can understand. You know, somebody wants to set up a pro shop. They don't want to deal with getting a bunch of used stuff and piecemeal. They just want it all at one time. Innovative and Jayhawk can do that for you, but you are paying a premium. And I guess if you got a company, you know, and that's all pretty much a write-off anyway, so, or most of it is, so they can charge that much, and you can probably get most of that back in your taxes or whatnot, but if you want a pro shop. But yeah, they get you all set from start, from nothing to getting ready to drill the next day, which I can commend them for. But me, I do this stuff piecemeal because I like good deals. If you haven't watched my channel, I'm a sucker for good deals. I love a good discontinued bowling ball. I bought all my drill bits for under $500. All brand new and sharpened. Those things sell for, I think they're like 41-piece drill bit set from Innovative. Those are Jayhawk, by the way. I think go for $1,500 or $1,800, somewhere around there, close to $2,000. Didn't pay anywhere near that. I got so lucky on that. There was a guy that owned a pro shop, and he gets new bits every single year. And some of those are practically brand new. He got them freshly sharpened. They're practically brand new. I'm probably never going to use half those bits, but I was like, I want to get all the bits I possibly can get. So I got them. So sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. Crash Bang. Too Tall. Ultra Safe works great. Lots of time to get the colors right. No issues with vice colors. No major bubbling issues, even in cold garage without any special steps. Wow. Just takes forever to cure. Yeah, 18 to 24 hours. Damn. That is a long ass time. Holy moly. Yeah, this stuff, the Thunder Plug's like, it's like in this kind of weather, 12 hours, easily 12 hours. I wouldn't drill into, I would give it,
Yeah, especially in this weather, I'll probably give it at least 18 hours dry time or cure time. The amazing Robin, your C300 rally video got me to pull the trigger on the new street rally. Ooh, nice. Look good in the video and figure the HK22C squared would be interesting to try it with. Yeah. Have you rolled it yet? Or did you just buy it and wait for it? Yeah, the street rally looks pretty darn good. HK22C squared is legit. I got the Zero Mercy solid, and it's a damn good ball. It's one of my top balls right now. Too Tall, good luck with the DIY PS setup. Just ask if you have any questions. We're all learning together. Right on. Larry Too Tall, what up? Happy New Year. Yeah, Mitch man, right on. Hey fool, I bowled like a shit tonight. That's not good. Is you take a long break as well too, like everybody else. We took all this big old gap in bowling, and then we come back and we're all sucking. I actually came back. I put up 220s. I mean, I put up all yesterday was all in the I think like 201, 213, 214. It wasn't too bad. That was with a Hater Pearl. Yeah, Tuesday's league was, I already forgot the scores, 220 or 2 something, 190 and then 200. So it works better for me if I take a break, but most people take break, come back, and I was like, oh crap, forgot what I'm doing. Crash Bang Rig, that's a steal compared to what I paid. Yeah. Scott Henkel, 9752. My Delta works just fine. Yeah, Delta works great. My Delta drill press I had works great. I sold it to the brother-in-law, and he's got my old Delta 18-900L. It's a good one I got from Home Depot. 5-year warranty if you buy a Delta 18-900L from Home Depot or Lowe's. Those are the big places that sell it. You got to get it on their online, and they'll either ship it to the store or they can ship it to your house. I would probably suggest having it shipped to your house. It doesn't cost any more. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I got the Delta. 5-year warranty. Pfft, can't go wrong with that. Like, damn, that was a major selling point for me. Nick, I will buy that transformer in a year or two when it's $100 or so. Yeah. Nick, that's a good deal on those drill bits. You're damn right, that's a good deal. Yeah, a guy in Utah. But I don't know if you watched the stream before, Nick, when he sent those. He put them in a bowling ball box. I'll give him this. He double boxed it, but he just threw all the bits in a box. And so when I picked up the box, and of course he shipped it U.S. Postal Service. So I'm thinking like, oh, this guy's shipping at Postal Service. I probably should have told him to I'll pay the extra to ship at UPS. And I knew, I'm like, I guarantee this guy did not box them up individually or wrap them individually. I bet if he just threw them in a box. Sure as shit, the guy just threw them in a box. And so when I picked up the box, they're just all rattling in the box. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's a freaking idiot. And so he even like messaged me. It's like, hey, I see you got the jigs. He was tracking the package. He's like, I'm sorry. He says, I see you got the drill bits. I'm like, yeah, about that, dude. Like your packing job was, come on, guy. Like you just throw a bunch of drill bits in a box. Like, are you a freaking moron, dude? So I went through every bit by bit, and luckily none of them were damaged. I cleaned them all up, and luckily, thank goodness, it only came from Utah and not from like New York or some other country or something like that. So they are carbide tip and stainless steel, so they're really strong. But I was worried that the tips would have got damaged from hitting each other in the box. And luckily, I went through every single one of them. They're all good. Thank goodness. I got lucky. I got really lucky on that one. And I was just about to buy new bits too. I'm like, I want to buy a new one. I have the whole set because I'm a completionist, right? I have the whole set. And then this guy was selling 2 of them on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, oh, dude, I have to grab these. And I got them all. Got every single size. Larry Tripp. Let's see. That's facts, Nick. I get a lot of balls. I get a lot of ball that way. Yeah. I'm the discontinued junkie. You watch my channel, I buy all discontinued balls, and I tell you guys about all the good deals. I try to, and I look at. I'm on the internet every morning. What's a good deal? What's a good deal? I'm always trying to find best deals and tell you guys. I'm not limited to one shop, right? I'll tell you all the deals from every place. I'm not on staff with anybody. I'm not sponsored by any pro or any online distributor or anything like that, any online shop. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just telling you guys where the best deals are. And I compare all the prices from all the different places. So
even eBay. I mean, I told you about the global origin from eBay. That guy sold almost 30 of them so far. I don't know if that's because of me or people just found out about it. Who knows? But I'm sure my video definitely helped him out. Sorry, let's get this light off here. Okay. All right, we're going to end the stream in a little bit. I'm going on 2.5 hours. I could talk all night. Let's see. We'll kind of finish up on here. I'll keep answering questions if you guys got them. I got nothing else to do here. Let's see. Big Mike, sadly, we won't be seeing the street rally and Ricochet return in the PBA. That's true. I'm curious if any other brands will make that ball and put their logo on it and say that it's that ball, right? I could see those brands doing that. And I don't know how they can check. They don't have they can't check the exact core of the ball, but I can see if somebody really likes a Columbia 300 ball, that maybe Hammer or one of the other brands would make that, just get that ball and put their logo on it, Hammer logo, and say, oh, this is this ball. Who knows? I don't know if they go through that much trouble, but it is kind of sad to not see Columbia 300 in the PBA. Yeah. We're getting too greedy there, aren't they? The Amazing Robin. Yeah, I've used it in practice. Thing is crazy off the spot. Need more practice before bringing it to league. Yeah. That ball is anything. I kind of hope I get that ball in a surprise ball, to be honest with you, because they're giving that ball a surprise ball. I kind of hope I get that. The Mitch Man, no, only been bowling since August. Very inconsistent with the fundamentals. Okay. The Amazing Robin, those rose gold on it is real. The rose gold on it is real nice. Yeah, the colors look pretty cool on that. Scott Henkel got the Delta because of you. Right on, man. How's that working for you? The Broski loves the Delta. The only pain in the butt part is I had to draw when I was cutting plugs and drilling. You just have to constantly raise it. With this can handle the plug because this is a mill press. It can handle the side load. So even though there's a big gap when I put the plug cutter in, there is no vibration whatsoever. And that was the only thing with the Delta is when I had to cut plugs, I had to raise the table up and then zero it out constantly. The only bummer about that, but it wasn't a huge deal. If you're operating a pro shop and you're constantly going from, cutting plugs and drilling, I could see it being a hassle. I know the old pro shop I used to buy my balls from. He had a drill press specifically for cutting plugs, which he uses my jig for cutting plugs. It's strictly for cutting plugs. And the jig is still holding up strong to this day. He's had it for 9 months, 10 months now or something like that. I think I sold it to him beginning of the year. So, and then he's got a regular drill press for drilling balls. So if you're just a DIYer, not a big deal. You're drilling one ball, every couple of weeks or whatnot, a month. It's not a big deal, but I get spoiled with this thing right here. The Amazing Robin got my first 600 in league this Monday. Right on, using the stealth mode. Nice. Stealth is a really good line. I'm really hoping they make the stealth with the new HK22C squared. Really hoping they do that because I will be the first to buy that ball. Actually, I want to see it roll first. I made the mistake of buying the Theorem Pearl without seeing it roll, and that was one of my biggest mistakes. Learn from that. Never buy a ball before you see reviews on it or see it, actually. I wait about a month. I like to see how people like it, and then I'll buy it. Cost a mistake with the Theorem Pearl. Although a guy in our league, on our team, I drilled him the Theorem Pearl. He loved the color of the Theorem Pearl, and I drilled it for him, and he loves it. He's a slow speed, low rev, and it works perfectly for him. Not for me. Scott Henkel, where did you get the drill storage ring? So I got that from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. He was selling them. It's 3D printed, and I paid like $150 for it, I believe. He was making them. He was just doing them as a side gig. And I messaged him. I said, hey, do you want to sell more of these? Because I got people watching my channel that are DIYers that would love that. And you can sell a bunch of them. And he didn't have the material, and he said it was kind of a hassle for him. But if I can get like 5 or 10 people that really want that, I'll message it. There was only a couple people that wanted it. And I messaged him. He's like, well, yeah, I kind of was running out of materials and stuff like that. It's, I I think he wanted to charge more or something like that. I can't remember I have to look back at my messages, but I think in a nutshell, he didn't want to make a whole bunch of them essentially. But it's a 3D printed. If you have a 3D printer, you can probably make them, and it works really good. I'm super stoked on it. It sure beats paying the $450 for the innovative one. Now, granted, the innovative one is steel. It's a hell of a lot stronger than that. It's really hard plastic, like really, really hard plastic. And he's got like 2 layers on it. He's got a top layer, and he's got all the numbers written on the ring of all your drill bits and where they fit, just like the innovative one. So if you want, I can send you his link. Email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com and just message me that you were interested on that the drill bit holder, and I'll send him your info, and or I'll send you his info or whatever, and see if he wants to make more. I tried to get him to make more, but like I said, it's just a side gig for him. Nick, yeah, I remember you told me that super dangerous carbide is really hard but brittle. Yeah, exactly. The amazing Robin Davin. Too Tall, congrats Robin on 600. Yeah, rock and roll. The amazing Robin, thanks Too Tall. Big Mike Basil. Apparently, if you have a PBA card, you get really good deals straight from the manufacturer. Buddy got the transformer for $135 straight from SPI. Damn. Yeah, most of the staffers out here that are on SPI, they don't really get that good of a deal. I think they save like 30% or something like that. I would probably get kicked off staff because what I'd be doing, I'd be going, oh, I need 20 of these balls, and I'd just be reselling them. I'm like, yeah, there you go. I take like $20 off retail, boom. They don't want me on staff. I'd get kicked off real quick. Billy M shot 605 tonight in league, right on with a Swag Black Dragon. Swag Black Dragon, get out of here with that. That ball is surprisingly good at the house I bowl at, where most of the time it's dry. Nice. Yeah. I will not drill a swag just because I heard a horror story. I won't get into that, but I won't drill it because I heard it's really hard on your drill bits. So if somebody wants to drill one up, I'll roll one, but I'm not gonna risk my bits for it. The Mitch Man, was there a giveaway tonight? If not, a big deal. Just curious. There was. The giveaway ended, unfortunately. So if you got a beginning of the stream, it ended at about 45 minutes ago. I ended the contest at 7 o'clock tonight, California time. And Trevor won. So I think Trevor left. I don't think he's on here. But if he doesn't claim his prize within a week, then I'll do another. I'll do another wheel spin for the other 3 people that were on there. And the guess who my favorite PBA bowler was. And it was Pete Weber. Boom. A loud, brash, unapologetic bowler. Love him. Larry, let's go. Robin, congratulations. Heck yeah. Emily, thanks for meeting up last night. Right on, man. I appreciate it. How'd your games go? Games went pretty good. I got all 200s, 213, 201, 214 with the Hater Pearl. Love the Hater Pearl. The amazing Robin. Thanks, Larry. Right on. Dead Polymers. I drilled my swag back. You got a swag. What's with all this swag? Get this out of here with the swag. I drilled my Swag Black Dragon solid. It is a really good ball. And yes, my drill bit made a weird squeal when it hit the core. Yeah, not too good. I wouldn't be drilling a whole bunch of swags. Yeah. The PSO told me to avoid swags because when he drilled, it started to spark on him. It's like a really hard, like concrete core or some crap like that. There's a YouTube video on how a bowling ball is made, and they go through the swag factory and show how a swag ball is made. I think it was from years ago. It's a really interesting video. If you haven't seen it. Too Tall, if there's enough interest in that bit holder and that guy doesn't want to print more, I'm down to collab on a Bowling Fool bit holder. Yeah, right on, man. I talked to my machinist. I wanted to originally have him made out of aluminum, like billet aluminum or steel. And he was going to send it off to a guy that had the holes laser cut. And I wanted it to be as strong as the innovative one, but it wasn't going to be cost effective. And to make any kind of profit whatsoever, I'd have to sell it for like $250 a pop. And
And nobody's going to be buying those for 250. I don't know how many people buy them for 400 off Innovative. I don't think there would be a line out the door to buy them for 250. But and I'd probably be making like $50 profit at that price too, so not a lot. It wasn't really cost effective. Now, if I could make a whole bunch of those, if it with 3D printer, that's probably my next purchase too, Tom. I'm probably going to end up getting a 3D printer. Be honest with you, those things are just too cool. And if I could make something like that with a 3D printer, hell yeah. Be a little side project for me, a little side gig. Heck yeah, I'll make a whole bunch of stuff. Big Mike, I would ask the guy that made the bit holder if you could buy the schematic and then send it to someone who's willing to print them so you could sell them. I think I asked him that too, if he wanted to sell that. I can't remember the whole conversation, Big Mike. I got to look back at what he said because I asked him that. I said, "Hey, would you be willing to give away the plans?" Oh, he said he didn't have the plans on. They weren't. He just did it off the top of his head. That's what he told me. So there were no plans, he said. That's what he said. And I don't know if that's true or not, because I don't know how you can make that off the top of your head, but because it's pretty darn exact. But who knows? Maybe he did make it off the top of his head. He said there was no plans. There was no like software that he downloaded or anything like that. So I don't know. The Amazing Robin, I got the Swag Craze Hybrid and Apex Pearl from ZVL. I need burnt wood lanes for these balls to work. Right on. How are those swag holding up? Did the cover stock last on those? I think the only channel that reviewed every swag ball was X in the Pit. I think every swag ball they got. And I think his last stream, he's not really selling a bunch of them from what I understand. But yeah, very, very interesting. The Amazing Robin. Okay, I got that. The Mitch Man, you may have answered this before, but what made you want to do your own pro shop? You want to hear the funny story? I don't know if I told anybody this story. It's pretty funny. So I got back into. I'm going to give you the Cliff Notes version because otherwise I'll talk for the next half hour. So I got back into bowling March of 2024. The wife got me a ball, the Black Widow 3.0 solid. That was my first ball, getting back into it. My previous balls were like 2012. They were Brunswick C Series. And I had an old Columbia 300 from like 2008. They weren't hooking at all. They're just garbage, right? And so I went to the pro shop and I was like, "Ooh, I like this ball. I like this ball." Well, I got addicted to buying bowling balls. I got addicted to all the cool bowling balls coming out like most of you guys do, right? We're all the same. We're all addicted. And I started to get like 10 bowling balls. And I'm like, damn, I got a lot. My wife's like, "You're going crazy. Stop buying bowling balls." So I went to the pro shop and the PSO was like, "Dude, you're like my top 5 best customer that I got, man. I love you." And I'm like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know if that's a good thing. And I kept buying them and I told him, "I want to get 2 of every brand." I'm one of those weirdos, like, just give me this ball, give me that ball. And all these new balls that came out, I would get because he would get them like a week before. And I'm like, oh, I go to his shop and I'm like a kid in a candy store in his pro shop. I'm like, damn, dude, you got this ball already? Drill it up for me. I want it right now. And he would drill it up for me like last half hour. And then I bought like 4 balls from one time. And most of them I would buy 2 for me, 2 for the wife when she was bowling. I think one time I went in there, I spent like $600 or $700 at one time. And some guy in the pro shop was like, "Damn, dude, he loves you, man." And then it was one day I went in the pro shop and I'm like, "I want this." And the PSO looked at me and laughed and said, "Dude, stop buying bowling balls." He legit looked at me and laughed and said, "Stop buying bowling balls." And it was right there where the light bulb goes off. I said, "All right, cool. I'm not going to stop buying bowling balls, or I'll just stop buying it from you. And I'll just buy them online for cheaper and I'll go buy my own drill press and do my own shit." So that's what I did. I ended up pricing everything out. November, like Christmas time, it was just over a year ago. I started pricing everything out and I did everything. And I was like, damn, for the price I paid for the drilling, I could have had all my own stuff. I could have had my own drill press. I could have had my own jig. I could have had everything set up in my garage and doing all this. That's how many bowling balls I had. I think I was like at 15 or something like that. And yeah, and that's what I did. So I ended up buying my own stuff because I'm not going to stop buying bowling balls. I love bowling. I've got an addiction. I'm here to say I got an addiction. So, and I wanted to learn how to do it all because it's fun. And all you guys that are doing DIY stuff, tell me how fun this is, man, because it's a blast doing this stuff. And especially when you're first learning, you're doing all this stuff, it is so much fun to do this. And the coolest thing is when you get a bowling ball, you don't have to drive. Like my PSO was 40-minute drive. I had to take a toll bridge, pay $8.50 on the toll. I get a bowling ball in the mail. Granted, I got a week to get. It takes a week to get to me. Big whoop-de-doo. I don't get to pick the pour on it. Whoop-de-doo. I get it. I lay it out here in my garage. I drill it up, and I go bowl it that night. I mean, that is ultimate freedom from having to rely on people. And me not wanting to rely on others. I'm just one of these people in life that I don't like to rely on others. I like to do stuff myself. And I'm the kind of guy that says, if you can do it, guess what? I can do it too. And I could probably do it better. That's just my mentality I've grown up with my whole life. I don't really pay people to do things that I can do. It's just, I like the satisfaction of doing it myself. And if I mess up, then I mess up. If I do it good, then I get the satisfaction of doing it myself. So there's your Cliff Notes version. Sorry, I kind of went off on a rant there. Oh, shoot. But there's your answer there, my friend. Let's see where we at here. Okay, yeah, Mitch, man, there you go. Amazing Robin, probably going to donate them to a youth league. Okay, gotcha. Too tall. Let's 3D print them. Yours is strong enough, right? Tell me you've seen a stronger ball cup than mine. No, dude, your ball cup is legit, man. Yeah, that thing is freaking awesome. I want to get a 3D printer that makes this stuff fast, man. Like, I mean, of course, those are probably thousands of dollars, right? Too tall. I mean, me, when I get into stuff, I want to get the best of everything. So, of course, if I start looking at 3D printers, I'm going to be like, okay, I got to get the best one out there. Oh, I got issues. Okay, keep losing my damn place here. Yeah, Big Mike doesn't have the plans. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's what he told me. He does it off the top of his head. He probably didn't want to give out the plans is what he was saying, right? He kind of wants to make a little bit of a side deal. He gives out the plans. He's not selling them anymore, but he didn't really seem like he was interested in making a bunch more. Kind of weird. Too tall. That's BS. He at least has a solid model to print that from. Yeah. I'm just a messenger. I'm just telling you what he told me. So don't shoot the messenger. The Amazing Robin, not sure. Only thrown them for about one game each. Okay. Whammy number 8. You changed your name. You are Whammy number 8 from the Radical Podcast. I remember when you got Whammy. I'm sorry, Craig, that you got the whammied. And you're so proud of it that you changed your name to Whammy number 8. Now I put your name on my videos. Do you still want it to be Craig Cope or do you want it to be Whammy number 8? It's going to live in infamy, man, on my channel. It's going to live for however long the internet. Your name's going to be on there for being a legend member. Craig, I want to thank you, Craig, for being a legend member. And all my legend members, not Mr. Tibbs and Craig R. Cope, are legend members. If you're not a member, $1.99. For hero member, legend member is $2.99. You help out me in the stream, and you'll see every member will get to see my videos a day or two before they're released to the public. Legend members will get your name shouted out and mentioned on all my videos for eternity. So Whammy number 8 just got done bowling league. Time to tap into the show. Right on. Thanks for joining, Craig. Appreciate that. Or would you like to be called Whammy? Too tall, but no matter. We can reverse engineer the one you have, and I can sketch it up in CAD. Okay, gotcha. Maybe I'll bring it down next time I come down. I don't know when I'm coming down still, man. We got a dog now. We got a puppy. So we're kind of a prisoner right now for staying local and visiting relatives. And the dog wants to chew up everything, so I can't really go stay with my dad because he's going to chew up everything in the damn house. And everywhere we go, we got to take the dog. So it's just one of the benefits of having a dog. Dead Polymers, love the Black Dragon, but only have about 25 to 30 games on it. Cover is good so far. Okay, awesome. Don's Bowling Buddies, right on. What's up, Don's Bowling Buddies? So I have a 113 and 3 more on. What are we talking about here? I have 113 and 3 more on the way. What's that? The Mitch Man. Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm addicted to bowling balls. You got it. Dead Polymers paid for my drill press after like 12 or 15 balls. Totally worth the cost. Yeah. If you guys are like me, and me, Dead Paul, there's a ton of you guys that watch my channel. We're all the same, man. We're in the same boat. I think hopefully this is a support group for most of us. And I can help you feel better about your bowling ball addictions. If you have a lot, get your own stuff, man. What are you waiting for? Just go out and buy your own drill press and do your own stuff, man. Because it's pretty easy to learn. It's very satisfying to learn and do this stuff yourself, and it's cool, man. It's you open up new doors. You're learning new skills in life. Life's about learning new shit, man. Right? So do stuff that you wouldn't normally do. Learn stuff you don't normally do, because we only get one go at this, man. And learn everything you possibly can in this little time we're here on this planet. And you'll realize, like Dead Polymers, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy and it's fun. Big Mike, I have an addiction to bowling balls. I just don't have the money to buy them. That's why you got to buy discontinued. Wait a year. All those top balls that's over $200 are now $100. There's a ton of discontinued balls out right now that are really good, that you could buy 3 balls for the price of 1, essentially. Two balls, easily 2 balls for the price of 1 brand new one, and have change left over. Don's Bowling Buddies, and now I'm working on putting a problem shop together, kind of like yours, a problem shop. It is a problem shop. We have a problem. I like that. I don't know if you meant to put that, but that's pretty cool. If that's a Freudian slip. Yeah, we have problems. Problem shop. I love that. That's freaking awesome. Emily, are you drilling my balls? Not tonight. I'm gonna do. I'll plug the. Oh, if you want me to drill your balls, yeah. Let me practice some more on other people's balls. I don't want to mess anybody's up. Like I said, I'm just drilling balls for me and people on my league right now. So I still am not sure. Like, I can copy a previous layout that you had. I can do that easily. So if you give me a ball with a layout that you know you like, yeah, I can do that. But if you want me to, hey, I want to change my pitches and do this and do that, I can do that too. But let me practice some more, because I just got all those drill bits and I'm just starting to drill ovals. And I mainly do Jopos. So I haven't really drilled too many thumbs. I only drilled 2 thumbs for people. And actually, knock on wood, they fit the person perfect. So I got lucky, I think. But they weren't ovals. But ovals my next thing. I'm going to be doing streams videos this month about drilling ovals. That's my next topic I'm going to tackle. So anybody is interested in learning how to drill ovals, we're going to learn together, my friends. Let's see, Larry, I would love to drill my own stuff. We'll save $70 a ball. Hell yeah, dude. You'll save a shitload of money, Larry. Too tall. Yeah, it's a kind of how I got started. PSO kept raising prices, and we have 4 bowlers in the family. No, yeah, that's the only way to go. If you're buying 1 ball a year, don't bother getting your own stuff, right? But if you're buying at least 10, yeah, like let's start looking into getting your own stuff. It's worth it. Whammy number 8, I wear it like a badge of honor. Hell, man. Yeah, that sucks. I got chosen on a wheel last year, and I want sanding pads. Well, I've got a gazillion sanding pads here at the shop. I don't need sanding pads. Let's go for the gusto, right? Let's go for broke. And then I got grip sack. And I think Steve Suter was winner of the grip sack. I kept it in the package, and I gave it as one of my first giveaways on my channel. It's a hand-me-down. Sorry, Craig. I know that sucks getting whammied. But if you're proud, then hey, wear it with pride. Too tall bowling. Yeah, faster is more expensive, but I would focus on print quality and multicolor capability instead. Okay, specs doesn't matter much. Oh, speed doesn't matter much. Just push the button and then go to work or bed. Done when you get back. Okay. Don's Bowling Buddies. Oh, holy crap. 113 bowling balls. Holy moly, dude. I'm not worthy, man. You are our God. Holy crap, dude. Wow. Where do you store all those? Holy moly, dude. Damn. That's impressive. That's probably the biggest number I've seen ever. Too tall. Larry, keep hanging out here and you'll end up with a pro shop in your garage too. Yeah. Nick, I got way too many balls. Yeah, Nick's got a bunch of balls. Yeah, it's a problem, you know. It's a fun. Hey, you know what? We can have way worse addictions out there. It's not that bad because bowling balls will last a long time. And it's a fun hobby. There's a hell of a lot more expensive hobbies out there and addictions to have. Trust me. I've had them all. This is by far one of the cheapest hobbies to get into. Let's see. Don's bowling buddies and working and problem shop is your word. Okay. And working on putting a problem shop together. Sorry, my fingers aren't working right. The Mitch man, are we going to see Big Mike standing on street corners to earn bucks for bowling balls? Don's bowling and pro shop. There you go, man. Yeah. Don's bowling buddies. You know, I like the word problem better. You should keep problem. And every time you say pro shop, I'm going to say problem shop. This is my new problem shop here. It's a problem for me. Larry, I'm in agreement with you too, Tall. Yeah. The Mitch, Big Mike, the Mitch man, you could one day, you never know. Big Mike, what do you mean by drill ovals? So you know how your thumb is not completely round? It's the shape of an oval if you look at it from the tip. And that's what pro shops, some pro shops will not drill ovals, right? Because it's too hard to do. So they'll just kind of drill a regular round hole, and then they'll get a file and kind of like file it out to the shape of your finger. Well, really good PSOs will drill ovals. It's very hard. From what I hear from a pro shop operator, very hard to do. Right? It's very hard to drill ovals. You have to be very exact. And a lot of times you have to have a DRO to get very accurate measurements when you're moving the ball on the XY table. But you'll have it shaped exactly like your thumb, which is an oval. My old PSO had drilled my Jopo inners as an oval. So I've just been using those, right? I have yet to drill ovals for myself. Too tall. Don, I agree with the bowling fool. Problem shop is more accurate. There you go. Nick, 300. That's why I started in 2019. Bought my own stuff when Pro Shop raised prices to $70 for fingers only and grips. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So the guy on our team out in Paddock, he says he paid, the PSO, I forgot where it was, but Joe drilling is $100. It's like, damn, dude, it's so expensive. It's expensive now to drill a ball. That stuff was adding up for me so much. I'm like, this is getting way too costly. And then I was tipping him on top of it. I'm like, you're doing this stuff really good. I'm tipping on my top. It's like, it was setting me back a lot of money. So I have saved a crap ton of money that I'm doing it myself. And I got the freedom to tinker around, free of charge. I got the freedom to tinker around with different layouts, and it's like, it's on me. And if I don't like it, I can plug it up myself and redo it, Too tall. Excited to see your oval drone vid. I want to see how you're doing it. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do a bunch of research and see how I need to do it. So, like I said, we're gonna learn it. We're gonna do this together. Whammy number 8. It actually doesn't suck for me. I was winning so many waffles and raffles and balls and things. Oh, damn, nice. Yeah, you're one of those lucky sons of guns, man. Always winning a bunch of those raffles and stuff. My wife told me stop entering contests, so I was happy to lose one. That's the universe saying you won too many. I was able to tell her I lost. Wow. Don, they have their own bedroom. Nice. That's cool. You got to send me a picture of that, man. Send me a picture of the bedroom with all the bowling balls at the bowlingfool@gmail.com. I got to see that stuff. That's awesome. The Mitch man, Big Mike Basil, very true. It was just a joke, man. Yeah. Too tall. I'm drilling some crazy thumb holes right now. probably best described as parallelograms with a slight taper. I drill 11 holes for the top, 11 for the bottom. Okay. Still kind of off. I was still kind of like, what is he talking about? Billy M, 50 bowling balls, laugh my ass off. I definitely want to get a drill press. You have no drill press and you have 50 bowling balls? Get out of here, man. Dude, your PSO probably loves you. Are you his #1 customer? Too tall. I've been meaning to make a YouTube video. It might do that for the hysteria. Yeah, make one, man. I want to see that. Too tall. Yeah, in my opinion, DRO is a must for ovals or other shapes. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should get a DRO before I even attempt to do ovals, to be honest with you. So maybe my next video will be like, buying a DRO and how to install a DRO. We'll see. Big Mike, the Mitch man I know. Yeah, right on. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it. We've been going, 3 hours. Holy moly. Time flies. Oh, whew, I'm exhausted. Are you guys exhausted? Holy moly. So thank you for joining and watching the stream. All you guys that stuck around, appreciate you. Love you guys. You guys are my heroes. And if you guys if you guys missed some of it, you can always rewatch it. It'll be available to the public. I'll throw in commercials when you rewatch it. So apologies for everybody. Hopefully there was no commercials this stream for you guys. I shut off all commercials for the live stream. And then the person that complained about commercials is no longer he just came in to stop in and say hi. Steve. Let's see. So the giveaway winner was Trevor. So contact me if you're watching. You have 1 week to claim your prize. And email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com. If the next stream he doesn't claim his prize, guess what? I'm going to give it away to the next runner-up. It'll be the 3 people that were chosen from this stream. I'll just do a wheel spin with those 3. And then I'll do another contest. I want to do giveaways every stream. So congratulations to Trevor. I want to thank him for that. And I think that's about it, folks. So if you got anything else to say it now or forever hold your peace. The Mitch Man, always fun. Yes, Mitch Man, thank you for joining me. I was worried you wouldn't be able to join, but I streamed for 3 hours. So, hey, welcome, even though you got me at the last part of it. Brad, holy moly, what's up? You joined. I just stayed up in and then you came in and joined me. Welcome, Brad. Bowling Fool, what's up, buddy? Got a new physics blackout for Christmas. Nice. Got it drilled yesterday and threw it in warm-ups for league tonight. Nice. Decided to use it. Rolled 34 pins over my average. Damn, good job, dude. Physics blackout. So Nick told me to get that too. So maybe I'll have to pick that up or see. Is it on sale? I'm not paying over 130. That's my limit right now, 130. I'll wait till it gets discounted really low. Crash Bang Rick 524. Thanks. Glad to finally catch you live. Right on. Thanks for joining, my friend. Glad you can finally catch it live, dude. I don't pick a specific day of the week, just whenever I have free time. This week's been kind of busy. And so yeah, it's going to be like either Monday through Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. I may do it on a Friday. I may do it on a random weekend afternoon. Who knows? Whenever I feel like doing it, you'll know pretty much the day or the morning of whether I'm going to live stream or not. I'll give you a heads up. Good night, Crash Bang. Thanks for joining. Larry Tripp. Thanks, MR Fool, Mr. Fool. And you and the missus have a blessed night and day on tomorrow. Right on. Thanks, Larry. You too, my friend. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate you. Too Tall Bowling. Awesome live stream as always. Thank you, Too Tall Grandpa Baggins. Another late to the party. Better late than never. Just in time to say goodnight. Hey, thanks, Grandpa. Appreciate you, brother. Billy M. Great stream, fool. Thank you. Big Sag. Great stream. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Thanks for think of being a member. Helps me out. And also, too, one thing I wanted to add before we go. I'm thinking about doing waffles, right? If you didn't catch my stream, I want to do like a 12-person entry. $10 a ticket on like Zelle or $14 on YouTube, however you pay on YouTube. And we'll do it to 12 people and I'll give away a surprise ball.
or because I don't think I have like 25 people that want to pay. Well, I'm not that big yet, right? When I get like 5,000 people watching my channel, maybe. But I think right now, if you guys are interested in that, let me know and we'll do that. I'll have the wife take the payments and stuff on my streams. And once we get 12 people, we'll close it and then we'll do a wheel spin. And whoever gets the lucky winner will get a surprise ball for $10. So it's a win-win situation. All right, let's see. Billy Ann, great, a big sec. Mitch, man, have a great night. You too. Emily, great stream, Bowling Fool. Thank you, Emily, for joining the channel. You didn't know I was a bowling fool until yesterday when he bought one of my bowling balls, the DV8 Wicked Collision. Congratulations. I hope you bowled really good with that ball. Whammy number 8. What do you mean I didn't win? Yeah, you're late to the party, my friend. Next stream, I'm going to be doing giveaways and stuff. Brad Staton. And my 2,000, 3,000 subscriber marks, I'll be giving away a bowling ball free of charge. All you got to do is enter, right? But I thought I'd give away more bowling balls. Like waffles are pretty. I did the Nate and Elise waffle today. I'm like, this is fun. This is definitely fun. I think I should do that on my channel. It's cool. I love raffles. I never win, but I still enter them anyway. I haven't won squat, but I love to give away raffles to all you guys watching me. I appreciate it. Brad, it is discontinued and you can find them for a good price. It hits hard. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'll look it up. Awesome. Too tall. Laugh out loud. 130 is the price limit. Keeps dropping. Hell yeah. I like it. And it's an SPI ball, Nick. You'd be proud of me. Have a good night, you two. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you watching me. Thanks for sticking around the whole stream, Nick. You're my hero. If you guys aren't subscribed to Nick, he's over 100 subscribers now on his channel. Check his channel out. Awesome dude. He gets numerous 300s with his wacky style like mine. And then he has people falling in the lane on his videos when they leave their shoe covers on. It's pretty hilarious. Whammy number 8, I've had James drilling my balls at X in the Pit. Yeah, James is awesome. Yeah, if I lived out there, I'd have him drill my balls too, if I didn't have my own stuff. Larry Tripp, Buddies is a blackout. It may have dropped. It was 150. Grump, okay, check it out, Larry. Grumpa, love that idea. Awesome. I knew you'd love that, Grumpa. Don, yes, because I need more. We always need more. Grumpa, my first Nate and Elise waffle was a win. You got lucky, man. Oh my God. Congratulations, Grumpa, on that. I was jealous. Not again since. Yeah. I spent $30 on the last one. I was like, ugh. And I pretty much on, like, I got to cool it. Nick, appreciate it, Ryan. You got it, man. Brad, I am late, but great job as always. It's all right, man. Hey, better late than never. Larry, I won a mystery last night in league, almost won to 50-50. Heck yeah. All right. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I hope you guys have put up really good bowling scores. And with that said, I bid you a fond farewell. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for your support. I love you all. See you next time. There you go. We'll let that sit overnight. All right. See you guys later.